Okay, and welcome everybody. Hopefully we are live and you can hear me. Frollo, everyone in the chat, let me know if I'm coming in loud. You should be able to hear me. We're back, episode 6 of Ego's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers tabletop RPG series, season 1, episode 6. Second day of Angel Grove High. So, um, to re oh, there we go. Mic check. Check it to mic. Everyone, everyone want to give a quick hello? Introduce yourselves. We'll start with our Red Ranger. You want to say a quick hello? Just introduce yourself.
Wall Parker still. I got some fights to do. I got some races to win.
Hell yeah.
I gotta go save Sky. We're going to the moon.
Yep, go to the moon, everybody. To the moon. You heard it here first. I'm going to throw it next to our Black Ranger, Terry. If you want a quick introduction, hello to the stream.
Hey, Black Ranger here.
All right, short and sweet. I like it. Next, we're going to throw it to our Blue Ranger, my mug brother, as you know him. In character, he is Maximus Brainus Power. If you want to give a quick hello to the stream, introduce yourself. Perfect. Nice, nice. All right. We're gonna then throw it to our Green Ranger. You all know her. She's the manager, quote unquote, manager of the Rangers. Lilith. You want to give a quick hello, character induction?
the smart character.
All right. We'll see. Hopefully, my mug brother uses his brain.
I
Oh,
think last time we asked him where the sun sets, and he didn't even know. Or he gave us the wrong answer.
Important
What was it?
I don't think he was here for that.
oh yeah.
Where do you
Yeah,
know?
no, his character told us
His
the wrong
character. Yeah.
information. That's what I'm saying. His character might not be the smartest one, even though he's supposed to be our teacher.
You know, my brain is so huge, a lot of people don't understand. So maybe get good.
He's just
Uh-huh.
too smart.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
His power, he can't even control it sometimes.
Oh, okay. That's what you want to say. In life and death situations. We'll see what happens.
I don't even know how smart I am. That's how smart I am.
Damn. 12th level intellect over here.
Breaking the fourth dimension. Stop.
Right. He's got he's got those muscle brains.
Brain hand.
Yep.
Ignore me in the background. Or good mics.
Just checking our mics, making sure we're all good. Everyone should be able to hear. I haven't gotten any objections from the chat, but oh, too good.
I heard myself in the background.
That should just be for us. There we go. I adjusted our mics. Hopefully that's good. Again, let us know, stream, if anyone's muted or you can't hear us. We're coming in a little too loud, not loud enough. We'll try to make it adaptions on the fly. Thank you. Okay, I was about to get to that, and that's the why I had that. Okay, so now that we've got our characters introduced, there's one missing. I'm going to be filling in for a certain Miss Mean Girl, unfortunately. Kimberly, Cannibal Queen, is not present. She might be running a little late. Hopefully she can make the episode. If she does, she's going to appear. But I will be filling in for her today for this episode. Other than that, we have a mysterious new player with us today as a new character in Angel Grove. I'm gonna go ahead and let let him introduce himself, say hello. He's not gonna give too much away. That's gonna happen during the course of our story today. But as our mysterious new player, want to say hello?
Well, my name is Juan Wick. I was raised by a single mother. She served in the military 20 plus years, and I'm trying to follow in her footsteps. So I've been training since I was very young and gonna enlist in the Marines when I graduate. Don't know much about my father, but all I know is his name is John, and his friends called him the Baba Yaga. Other than that, if you want to know anything, let me know. But yeah, nice to meet y'all.
What type of primary color are you?
He doesn't have to answer that, by the way.
Oh, military stuff. Got it.
Classified.
These are military jokes.
He's a cat.
Yeah.
The Gillyweed Ranger.
Yes, he's the redacted. And he does redact it, and that's all you need to know. But that's our characters, our players for today. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead. Everyone should have noticed a particular chart in the top left of the stream. Let me go ahead and get into our patented pay to win, pay to lose, which I'm about to activate for said redemptions on stream. So we make those live right now. Okay, so everyone should be able to see some channel point redemptions. I'm gonna go over this really quick. Short. Oh, sorry about that. Just taking care of some behind the scenes stuff. So, as you probably noticed, you can help support the stream. You can increase the ranger's chance and their power of their attacks, or you can summon powerful enemies to go toe to toe. Let's see. Certain redemptions are not working. I'm getting up to date information on. Let me go ahead and finish this. You might have to refresh the stream for them to appear, everybody, but they should be active. I'm getting reports. Some people see the reward redemptions, others don't. Okay. I'm hearing refresh the stream is solving the issue. I'll make sure that they're active before I go live next time. Sorry about that. I apologize, everybody. But to get back to what I was saying, I have some Onistar redemption rewards. There are a limited amount. As I said, you can hinder the Rangers, you can help the Rangers. I have hashtag super, hashtag mega, hashtag hyper, hashtag morphing master. What these do is they add dice shifts, and the way these Rangers do their rolls is they're rolling a certain allotment of dice. For instance, if they roll a standard d6, if you give them a 1 upshift, they turn their d6 into the next highest level of die, which would go up to a d8, and so on and so forth. These dice shifts are very monumental, and then allowing them to succeed at higher levels, you not only give them higher dice shifts, but you also allow them to roll with what's called edge, which means they do 2 rolls for a certain action. They take the better of the 2 to help them succeed in whatever they may be trying to do, whether it be attack or trying to succeed in something out in the world. Again, you should be able to see the redemptions. And on the flip side of that, I have what's called Pay to Lose with hashtag Fiendish, Wicked, Vile, and Emperor of Evil, where you can spawn a ranger enemy to combat. In this episode, leveled up at varying degrees, ranging from a single level up to 2, up to 3. In addition to that, some of these enemies at the higher levels being given certain perks that make them go toe-to-toe with the Rangers. So, again, look into those rewards. There are a limited number of rewards that can be redeemed through Only Star Redemptions. I'm going to be tricking... Twitch should be able to keep track of that for me. So, again, if anyone is sitting on a plethora of Oni Stars and you would like to influence our story, feel free to take these redemptions. The Rangers always look forward to a challenge, and they can always use your support. On the flip side of that, I also have donations, bit cheers, gift subs, and as such. If you would like to make a tip, cheer me at different levels. Let me see if I can bring that up and show you guys really quick. On stream should be a... Ooh, and there's already a hydration redeemed. I will hydrate. It is very hot out. Everyone make sure to hydrate. But as you can see, going through the menu, I will have this up during our break so that everyone can see the options you have. Whether that be through generous donations or Only Star redemptions. They're all up on screen right now. Just giving everyone, our options that we have. More hydration. Again, these are the current levels. Price ranges, again, should you be so generous and inclined. Every donation affects our story, helps, supports the stream. Our goal is to get some mics for our in-person rangers so that they have some better quality. Improves the stream for everyone. Not to mention other group streams to be had in the future. But, take a gander, take a look. Of course, I'll be having this again up during our breaks that we're going to be having. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to do a quick recap of last session's events. So to those who are following along, episode 5, the Temple of the Morphing Masters, the Rangers were looking for their coveted power weapons. These mystical weapons that would give them the edge against the forces of evil, particularly Rita and her evil minions and cohorts. The Rangers made it to the temple. They were able to fight the monster of the week, which happened to be the mighty Minotaur. They were also confronted by Rita and Goldar in what could be seen as a battle for their life. Even though they had the power weapons, they were a little too exhausted and worn down from previous fights throughout the day. They were able to make it out of the temple thanks to the teleportation of Alpha. But unfortunately, one ranger wasn't so lucky. Sky was captured by Rita and taken to the Moon Palace. Everyone else was able to make it albeit some are unconscious, some are badly hurt, some are exhausted, some might even be angered beyond belief. They were teleported to the command center when we now begin our story. So, the Rangers, one by one, have all been teleported away from the temple, are placed into the command center. There's flashes. Pink, blue, black, green, red, but there isn't a yellow. Everyone everyone was moments before being teleported in a battle, most definitely for their lives. And we now start our scene and the command center.
What the fuck was this shit show you just sent us into? What the hell? Like, zero warning about how there being an entire time limit. Rita was able to jump in and out of the entire zone. There was zero protection. The place was fucking booby trapped. What the fuck did you just send us into? They got Sky. We have to go to the moon. I run over to the computer and I start pushing buttons trying to set up a teleporter to the moon. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we have to go to the moon. We have to go save Sky.
Rangers. What's all of this I'm just hearing? And upon Wall and his outburst and his frantic just energy he has screaming about going to the moon, starts punching in random what he thinks is coordinates at the terminal at the command center. Again, he's kind of frantic, very, very, very pushed to his limit from the events of last week's episode. Kind of just passes out right in front of the Rangers. And again, all of this is kind of happening in a blur. It's one thing after another. We're going to cut to the Rangers. How is everyone feeling? We're going to start with Lilith. What's going through your head right now? Having coming back?
For me, I'm pretty exhausted. Like, it was one battle after another. And so I look at Alpha and I'm like, we're all just tired, but we're missing Sky. He didn't come back. And look at everyone else and I'm like, what are we going to do?
Thank you. We're going to then cut to the inner thoughts of our Blue Ranger, Mr. Brainless Power. What's going through your head at this very moment?
So right now I'm thinking, thank God he passed out. He was not helping us at all. We gotta figure out a way to find Sky. So we just start looking around, trying to think of ways to, get Sky back.
Okay. Again, I believe, I want to say Kimberly was actually knocked out. So she's kind of just also on the ground, kind of slumped over next to Wall. She had unfortunately suffered the one of the more vicious attacks of Goldar during the course of that battle before getting teleported. We're gonna cut to the character thoughts going through Terry at this moment, coming back from the fight, having been teleported, seeing one of his Rangers pass out in front of him, seeing Kimberly slumped over. Also, we don't know if she's in critical condition. Maybe she's exhausted as well. Seeing everyone kind of just processing everything that's happened since the teleportation.
Knowing this was already going in exhausted, odds stacked against us.
Yes, so it is. Everyone is. It seems like there's a sense of urgency. Very tensions are still high, even though everyone in the command center is safe. Zordon has been quiet. He's been listening to what everyone had heard from Wall, seeing Kimberly coming back unconscious. Everyone kind of a little on edge. He has his eyes closed. He's deep in thought. He's processing everything that's transpired. He takes a moment. He then looks at his rangers and he begins to speak. Rangers. First of all, I'm glad everyone here is safe and sound. Alpha. We will need to give certain aid to Kimberly and to Wall. We have to make sure they're safe. Aye, aye, Zordon. Right away. Alpha then goes to another part of the command center to go get some first aid supplies. Zordon is then looking at the Rangers. Rangers, I know. We all know. Sky is currently with Rita Repulsa. I'm saddened. I'm angered. I'm afraid, as I'm sure all of you are. We don't know what her intentions could be, but we mustn't give up hope. And all my time battling Rita, if she wanted Sky dead, she would have done it. So the fact that she has him means he must still be alive, and we have to hold on to that in this dire time. But I want to make sure everyone here is okay. I want you to know that you are safe. Rita cannot get us where we are. We are protected by the power chamber.
I'm
Our
like, that
emotions.
still doesn't excuse, like, you sort of left us blindsided out there.
Again, and this burden bears heavy at my heart. As I said with Alpha, we knew going into this it could have been very dangerous. But we knew the outcome of not going there could be even more disastrous than our current situation. And I do not take lightly the fact that one of us is in the clutches of our enemy. These are the realities of defending your world. But if things were to continue going, we need to stand together, now more than ever. As I'm sure if Sky were here, he wouldn't change a thing. We can't let the fact that we now hold the power weapons for everyone in our position. With this, we now stand a greater chance of facing off against Rita, eventually putting an end to her search for the Zeal Crystal, and terrorizing your homeworld.
So what now? What's the plan?
I think we should probably first all heal up. I was like, we're all pretty damaged. I was like, we have two You have Wall and Kimberly out. It's like they're pretty much unconscious on the floor at the moment.
Exactly. And on that, Alpha's coming back, and he's like, "Hey, ay, Rangers. Going to be running some scans to make sure no one has any lasting wounds, and I'm going to make sure we take Kimberly and Wall to get some much needed rest, and to make sure that they have everything they need within our capabilities. They make a speedy recovery." So then Alpha goes again, and he has the scanner, and he's kind of waving it about everyone just to make sure there's no serious internal injuries, anything that would need to be looked at. And I think we had Terry, who was speaking to the team. Terry, if you want to finish what you were saying.
That was the cost of defending our world. He's simply here to mentor our job. We all made that call to go, despite.
And then Zordon interjects. Terry is correct. Believe me, Rangers, I would much rather have put myself in the position of any one of you at any time, especially Sky. If I could do anything in my power to trade our positions, know that I would do it in an instant. But this is a war we find ourselves in. War of good versus evil. Sometimes we have to wake ourselves up to the realities that every day you defend your planet, you put yourself, your life on the line to save others. And I can never force any of you to choose to continue to do that against your will. So if anybody would like to walk away, I do not blame you for such a decision. Zordon kind of he angles as he puts his head down, and he's waiting to hear if anyone has any second thoughts about being a ranger, given what has happened and having Sky being captured by Rita.
Does what does that mean for Sky though? I'm like, he doesn't have the option to come back. He's still up there.
Again, Zordon kind of.
I feel like we can ask Sky when we get him back. And there's no point in asking him now because he's not here.
Yeah, but we still have, even if we decide to walk away, we still have to get him before we even have that option again.
Yeah, boy. So it's settled, right? We're getting Sky.
Pretty much. I think we have to go back, but we would have to first get Kimberly and the Hot Wheels guy up and going again.
All right. So how long would it take for them to heal up? I guess is the question. Time is up, yes.
Which Alpha is running the scan, and it's like, "Hi. Ay. Good news, Rangers. Even though your last battle sounds like it was very deadly, there doesn't seem to be any lasting damage that can't be healed with no more than some medical equipment and some rest. Kimberly and Wall should make a full recovery."
Wait, are they getting mommy kisses too? That helps.
Motherly love. If it was in my programming to perform such actions, believe me, I would.
Okay. So they should be up in about how long?
Alpha's then taking the data from his from the device he was using to scan. He plugs it into the terminal at the command center, and he's running a diagnostic on their vital signs. They're very exhausted. It would be in our best interest to definitely monitor them overnight. They should be good in the morning. I don't think it's in our best interest for anyone to do anything today.
Got it. Okay. So in the meantime, so we're not twiddling our thumbs. Is there anything we can do, like some sort of training, some sort of research we can probably look up, or
And
it's
as
just rest?
Zordon, he's addressing the Rangers. Rangers, I know. Guy is in need of our assistance. Believe me. That is one of the first things we must do. To confirm his whereabouts, that he is alive, and bring him home. But, in our current condition, everyone pushed to their limits. To press any further would only further jeopardize the rest of you. Deep down, you have to know. The correct thing to do is for all of you to regain your strength. Take some time. Decompress. Prepare yourselves, physically and mentally, for the fights at hand. For if we are to rescue Sky, we have to be at our strongest. Believe me. Rita would like nothing more than for us to go in haphazardly on a rescue mission. It's her domain. We don't have enough intel, let alone a thought-out plan. Other than arriving on the moon and setting out to rescue Sky. The best thing we can do is to ensure that this doesn't happen again. If training is what you all need, perhaps it's time to start ensuring that everyone has the knowledge, the equipment, the abilities, the teamwork necessary. But I know it's not going to be easy. But the best thing to do is for everyone to get rest. Alpha can teleport you all to your home residences. Try to get some rest. We'll put all of our efforts, our energy, our resources, everything we have at our disposal into rescuing Sky. But for the time being, we need to make sure everyone is ready for what comes tomorrow and in the future. Alpha goes over to the terminal at the command center. And he's like, alright, initiating coordinates. Who is ready for teleportation?
I'm ready.
Alright. Alpha then launches Maximus into the teleportation sequence. And he's off. Remaining in the power chamber is Terry, Kimberly, Wall, and Lilith.
I think you should probably send Kimberly and Wall home since they need to get some sleep. They're already knocked out, but you should just probably put them in their beds.
Yes. Indeed.
Ignore the disinfo.
We'll make sure they get the proper care and service they need here, and then we will make sure that they arrive home before the night is over. But thank you for the careful and thoughtful suggestion, Lilith.
I guess I'll head out then.
Alpha then teleports Lilith. Goes through the teleportation sequence. She's on her way home. Then left with Kimberly, Wall, and Sky. Alpha. Sorry. Terry. Alpha then looks at Terry. Terry, are you ready?
I'm in my dojo.
Right away, Terry. Alpha then punches in the coordinates. Terry goes through the teleportation sequence. He's teleported away to his dojo. It's just Kimberly, Wall, Alpha, and Zordon. Hi, Zordon. I know, Alpha. This bears heavy on my heart. But I still know that the Rangers are up to the task of defending their planet, rescuing Sky, and defeating Rita. You're right, Zordon. It's just times like this. If I had a heart. I know, Alpha, but you are needed at Kimberly and Wall's aid. Alpha then brings out 2 platforms, and he lays Kimberly, Wall, on them. There's some beams of light that radiate from the platform, and they glow in their spectrum color, pink and red. They're slowly getting nursed back to health. We cut to a few hours. We'll say about 9:30ish. It's been about 5 hours since the Rangers first left for their mission to the temple. Wall comes to consciousness. Not full consciousness, but enough to gather his surroundings. To see that he's next to Kimberly. Alpha's at the terminal. Zordon's power chamber is currently dim. We're gonna cut to, well, if he has anything going through his mind at this very moment, knowing.
Fine.
Ay, Wall. Glad to see you're back. Yes. Kimberly is fine.
Where's everyone? They go to the moon? Are we going? We need to. What happened with Sky?
Unfortunately, Sky is still with Rita Repulsa. We're not going to the moon yet. The team decided it would not be the best course of action to rush after him. They're all getting some rest, decompressing, readying themselves for our eventual rescue mission.
So, how is Sky doing on the moon? Isn't that bad? How do we know he's fine? How long does he have up there?
Alpha then starts putting his head down. He's kind of twiddling his fingers. Wall. I can't give you any answers to the questions you're asking me. We can only hold out faith that he's okay. We don't know. We don't want to jump to any conclusions. All I can tell you is that if Rita wanted Sky dead, he most likely she would have done so. The fact that she took him means there's a good chance that he is alive. What that reason is, we don't know. But we have to hold on to the fact that he is at least okay. Yes, but we need everyone tip-top shape. Because it's going to be no small task to face off against Rita on her home turf in the Moon Palace. But I know, with you leading the Rangers, we can make it happen. We can bring Sky home.
Definitely. How much time do you think it'll take us to get ready?
Alpha kind of, again,
What?
his fingers are, he's kind of just twiddling them.
Days now? 3 days?
Yes. Again, these answers, don't have them all. I don't know what to tell you. It pains me to tell you that, but at this current moment, we don't know. What I can say is try to calm your mind. Get rest. And he goes to his scanner, and he can tell you're just awake enough. You're like kind of fighting the need to get sleep and get your full rest. And he's like, and he pushes some dials. The chair, sorry, the kind of like the bed you're on, kind of moves this dial up. It radiates more, and you feel like this very soothing, like the most calmful emotions you could possibly. Kind of, you're just dozing off into a slumber. As like you're fighting it, but you know it's like something you can't win. You're gonna go to sleep. Don't worry, Wall. We'll get through this. We're gonna bring Sky back. But right now, we need to take care of you and Kimberly. Like you can like mutter one last thing before you go back to sleep. Yes, that's the attitude. We will save Sky. And then your eyes just close, and your head goes off to the side, and you go back to sleep. Alpha then, seeing later in the night that your vital signs are stable, he then teleports you and Kimberly at your home residences. He even goes personally. He set a timer so that he can drop you off, tuck you in, give you those mommy kisses.
What about the car? What about my car?
Your car is still, unfortunately, where you left it, but you are home, safe and sound.
When do you get your car?
Should just moved me into the car.
As you get tucked away in your homes, Alpha comes back to the command center.
Hey, in all of this.
Hi, Zordon. What a day. He goes back to run some calculations at the terminal of the command center. We fade to black. There's a new day. The sun comes up. Everybody gets the do on their wrist communicators. Alpha's letting out a calling every Rangers. We all want to meet at the command center. This is about, we'll say, 7 in the morning, about an hour and a half before school starts. Everyone should have more than enough time to come to the command center. Prepare for teleportation.
I got everything I need on me. The fuck did I get to my room? Aren't I back at the command center? No, I'm ready, Alpha.
Ready. Starting teleportation sequence. Wall's teleported away. I assume it's the same for everyone else. They are accepting the teleportation. Everyone is meeting in the command center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rubbed my sleepy eyes and then I tell Alpha, I was like, go ahead, teleport me.
I am curious about the situation in the hotel. Is there anything weird going on?
Nothing where? It's
It's Aunt May anywhere to be found.
uh doing the scan of the teleportation, locking onto your situation. You appear to be the only person in the hotel room at this time.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
A wall, Lilith, Terry. Kimberly gives the okay. Does our Maximus have any time before school starts to also get teleported to join the Rangers?
I was actually in the middle of training the local basketball team, so I teleport mid slam dunk.
That's another story point.
And that's a story point. You're up to 7 now.
I am a teacher and I am involved in the community.
Dunking on those kids.
Dunking on those kids.
Well, you interrupted my morning workout. What do you want?
As everyone is in the power chamber, surrounded by Alpha and Zordon.
Get ready to go save Sky. Why do you call us here? That is a good question.
Again, Zordon is... He didn't want to leave everyone in that kind of haphazard sense of dread, with the uncertainty about Sky. But he just wants to ensure you that all of his actions, his resources, his energy is going towards how the best way you can get to the moon and retrieve Sky and bring him home. Yes.
Paper trip to the moon.
Rangers, thank you for meeting me in the command center. First of all, I can't thank you enough for going above and beyond to defend your world. I know it wasn't the easiest thing to try to get rest last night. But again, you do have your lives outside of being a ranger, and we cannot take you away from that. Any more than we already have.
All right, so let's do it.
Pretty fun gig.
Are you taking us away from high school?
Yeah.
Again.
I mean, you already gave us PTSD. Might as well just fully traumatize us.
Don't go overboard with the PTSD stuff. That is a serious disease. Anyway.
Also, Alpha.
You sure about that, Hot Wheels? Where's your car down?
I left it in a parking garage before.
Are you sure?
Don't worry, Wall. Alpha interjects.
Speaking of which, I have an appointment in... when does school start?
School starts in about an hour and a half.
I got an appointment in like an hour. We gotta speed this up a little bit.
Yes. Alpha just kind of goes over to you and he leans over and whispers.
Unless it has something to do with going directly to the moon right now, in which case, fuck that appointment. But...
No, Rangers, unfortunately, we're not going to the moon at this very moment. Rest assured, we will launch a rescue mission, but it cannot be now so soon. We lack the preparation, we lack the planning. Go ahead, Maximus.
So where are we going? Arby's?
I think he's just updating us on the plan, which is to go to the moon.
Couldn't this like know or something? Like, why did we have to come here? You're just gonna tell us something.
Again, Alpha and Zordon are looking at the Rangers. Again, they're seeing your camaraderie, your eagerness to go launch the rescue mission. And they were, I want to say, expecting maybe a little more recoil. But everyone seems to be on the same page and is just eager to save Sky. And it's like, Zordon kind of has a smirk. He's filled with confidence, knowing that whatever comes next, you guys are going to be ready. Rangers. again, I don't want to downplay the direness of our situation, but I'm glad all of the fighting spirit. Again, there's a time and place for everything. And right now, the place you need to be is at school, among your kind, focusing on your life. Allow me and Alpha to see if we can't ascertain the exact location on the moon where Sky currently is. Let us worry about this. You live your lives, and when we find something, we will be sure to update you. But until then, please, let us handle what we can, while we're going to entrust you to handle the battles, the fights that we can't. And I see, does everyone want to give him a confirmation, a nod?
You know what? That's a good point. We don't even know where on the moon he is.
Moon though, how big could the moon be? It's like this big, like just out in the night sky. It shouldn't be that big. We should be fine.
Teacher, you wanna enlighten this one? Clearly, he needs to go back to high school.
Yeah, even
I
that
saw the moon
was-
landing videos. They were like the moon was small. There was like a couple mountains in the background. It was, I could like drive around the moon in like an hour.
Sure. You
Okay, maybe you do belong in the special needs class. No wonder. I was like, teacher, you wanna tell him something? Show him or tell him how big the moon actually is.
Well, son, I'm not that kind of teacher. If you want to learn how to shoot a 3-pointer or slam dunk,
I thought space was your thing.
Nah. Keeping my space.
And that's why he's the special. It's not that he teaches special ed, it's he is special ed.
Hear me out. I think he just can't prove me wrong, guys. The moon is small. We should be fine.
The moon
We
is not
just go
small. The
there
next
and
thing you're
then-
gonna tell us is it's made out of cheese.
It's not.
Oh my god.
Kimberly kind of
Okay.
just face palms. She's just.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is the earth is flat.
Oh my
That
god.
one is
He's
definitely-
supposed to be our leader? Can we take a new vote?
Hear me out, we never voted for him in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I agree that I did not vote for him either, but we do need a better.
Hear me out. When you
Smarter.
guys follow me, we win fights. Sometimes we. I'm not. We're gonna forget about that last one. That was not my fault.
I was like, the last fight we came, you knocked out, and we
Hey,
lost one
When I
team
got back
member.
up, I started murking people.
Mm,
That putty that was fucking you guys up, I killed it.
Hmm.
I think-
Kimberly interjects. She's
Did
like,
I kill it?
I did take care of the Minotaur.
Yeah, you guys got your ass kicked by a
And I'm
buddy.
pretty sure it was Sky, but if that's what you gotta tell yourself to get through today,
Oh, it was Sky.
go ahead.
It was Sky.
And you lost it.
It's okay. Kimberly just, she goes over to you, she like taps you on the shoulder, she's like, you're gonna be a good leader. And she kind of just does like the yikes kind of a face emoji.
I wouldn't bet on it, but if you tell him, don't make him any more delusional. He really thinks he's a Hot Wheel driver in a car that falls apart.
Yes, Alpha kind of interjects
Meet
and
me on the road and see how.
he's like, that's the spirit
How much
wall.
money have you won in a race? Just so negative. You need to stop being negative. That's your problem.
I don't think you've won anything because your car falls apart. You would have used it to fix up your car.
I had
Right?
other things to do. Hear me
Lie?
out. I live out of a hotel room right now. I spend my money on other shit.
To be fair, have you seen how fast this car is? That engine could not have been cheap.
It wasn't.
So let me get this straight. If an engine is running but the car has no wheels, how fast is it?
Hey, the car has wheels. The wheels are also very expensive. Like stuff on the cosmetic portions are the parts that I need to revamp a little bit, and a lot of the interior.
Yeah,
But we're not discussing the interior.
Yeah, do you guys know nothing of racing? Racing tires are expensive.
Very. The
I don't know.
engine is bad. I do need to change some paneling. There's the spoiler is bolted on. We're not discussing the spoiler either.
Why are we
Okay,
discussing your car? Why are we here?
let's
Someone was
talk
telling me I'm a shit
about
racer. Like
Sky.
she's attacking me.
No, someone feels attacked.
First she says it's my fault Sky left, and now she wants to say I'm a racer. How much money have you won in a race?
I don't need to win a race. I was like,
you
I don't
can't.
have a car. I could win if I wanted
Oh,
to,
do
but
you
I
have a
don't need
license?
to.
I can teach you how to drive. I am the best driver on the road, hands bar none.
Best. There's a huge asterisk on that.
Yeah, and on top of that, you don't even know that the moon, how big the moon is. You still think if it's it's made
The
of
moon
cheese.
isn't that big. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm
why you're
okay.
stuck on this moon thing. The moon
Let's
is not
go
big.
back. Let's go back and talk about Sky. So what's
We
the issue,
teleport my
Alpha?
car to the moon, and I will find the fortress.
In zero gravity.
There's a lot of problems. Yes.
Right. I'm sorry, but no amount
I'll
of
transform into the Red Ranger, and then I'll be fine.
Oh, now
What,
you
your car
decide
is
to know
also going to
space stuff?
transform with you?
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, it'll be a reconnaissance mission. Zoran, how about a reconnaissance mission to the moon? Let's do it.
Well, I think it's best if you focus on your studies at school.
Also, you're the last one I would send on a recon mission.
Alpha's like, yes, school.
We need boots on the ground on the moon.
I can write you a letter of recommendation to a good tutor. Yes, you are beyond help for me.
So everyone's kind of just, you're kind of shooting the shit. Everyone's more or less in good spirits. There's, goofballing. You kind of all are just, you're taking the day in stride. Time is, it's past enough. Everyone's doing their things. You're gelling as a team. It's about, we'll say, 10 minutes till school starts. So you've been in the command center about an hour. You're all, again, you're just...
I probably would have left sooner. I have plans I needed to meet.
Yeah, you specifically, like, your phone has a timer that goes off. And
Yeah, I gotta stalk some... I mean... I got stuff to do. It involves my car. So, before 10 minutes, or at the 30-minute mark, I'm like, hey, do you mind teleporting me to my car? I need to sort some stuff out.
Of course, well. Alpha then goes in the terminal, he punches in the coordinates. And he's like, are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, and he punches you.
See you guys at school?
He gives you one of those, he thinks it's like a, he wants to get on the camaraderie. He's like, you got this! And he gives you, like, a punch in your arm.
Thanks. I need that.
Right away!
That's enough for an entire upshift, right? 5 bonus health?
It's enough to lift your spirits. That's about it. We'll say that. You're despite everything that's happened, you're feeling particularly good in this moment. So, you get teleported away with a smile. We'll say that. You get teleported. You're in your car.
Okay,
You're gonna go ahead and take care of.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
So I'm gonna
okay.
do that.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the command center. I assume everyone is going to stay, or does anyone else want to get teleported 30 minutes before school starts?
Yeah, send me home. I need a shower before school.
Right away, Terry. Help us punch.
Yes,
I will take a homeless shower in my car.
Oh, good.
I have wet wipes. That way I will wipe myself down.
Good,
I got
good.
to explain to the kids at the basketball team.
Right, Alpha's punching in the coordinates. You're gonna go back. It's gonna be a little awkward, seeing as you were there, and then they, were looking for you, but pretty sure you'll be able to find them. So you're gonna get teleported. Lilith, anywhere you would like to be with 30 minutes before school starts?
Did we figure out what we needed to do? Was like, what was the whole point of the meeting?
To
Um,
uplift our spirits.
Yeah,
the
Sora
meeting was to
checking in
just
on the team.
yeah, mental health
Ah,
check. Just
mental
checking on
health check.
everyone.
It's a vibe check.
Yeah, vibe check exactly.
Ah, okay. I'll probably go back home to get ready for school.
Okay, you're gonna go ahead and get teleported, and then the same thing with Kimberly. You know she's in good spirits given what happened. She's gonna go ahead, get teleported home. She's gonna finish getting ready. I cut to Angel Grove High. There's about 5 minutes till the first first bell rings. Everyone should be more or less getting to class, if not walking through the gates. So we're gonna go ahead and cut to Wall with his car driving up. Take it away, Wall.
Which one of these? Okay, so do I see... Well, do I see the Jeep I'm looking for? Because I am stalking that Jeep, waiting for it to appear, to prove them. It's a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
The car. I'm looking for their car.
Yeah. You don't see it yet.
Okay, well, I'm waiting until I see it.
Okay, so you're like waiting.
I'm like waiting off in like a corner road, just... The
Okay.
car is on, I'm ready to gas it, and I'm just waiting.
Alright,
till
so
I
it's
see
kind
them.
of just like vroom,
Yeah.
vroom. Okay, you're doing that. Okay, alright. So you're doing that. Again, you're kind of just seeing everyone that's lucky enough to have a car they're pulling in.
My spot's still open, right?
Yeah, you can
Perfect,
see. You
perfect.
got a good peripheral vision. You can see if there's any cars incoming. They're going to take the intersection into the street, to go into the parking lot of Angel Grove High School. And the spot again, it's still there. You know, the student body that recognizes who that spot belongs to. You know, they leave it alone. It's a place that's designated.
It's mine, clearly. They
Yeah,
know it's
yours.
mine.
Yeah. So again, you don't. Everyone is finding every other parking space they can, except for that one. But they are filling up. Again, there's plenty of students walking as well. Anything you're thinking of prior to these last 5 minutes before you better get to class as well yourself.
I'm just hyping myself up for the fight that's about to happen. Alright, how do I do this? Oh, also, I put the morpher and I keep the coin on me and I put the morpher in the glove box. Above the one thing, but below all the paperwork in my car.
Gotcha. Okay. And as soon as you do that, you put it away. Directly in front of you in your line of sight. You see the vehicle. The one you've been waiting for.
Alright. Let's fucking do this. I gas it. I gun it and I cut him off as hard as I can. Alright, I'm definitely trying to get in front of him and then immediately cut him off and then yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you see the car. It's coming. You do exactly what you say. You floor it. You cut him off. You go directly for the space. And that's where we're going to take our first 5-minute break. When we come back, we're going to find out what happens after Wall took a certain parking space. So, we're going to take 5 minutes, everybody. I'm going to throw us to an intermission. We'll be right back. We continue with the second day of Angel Grove High School for our Power Rangers.
Don't even get to race it.
We are at the second day of Angel Grove High, everybody. We have our Rangers more or less all arriving at the school. We have Maximus. I'm gonna assume you're already there, being faculty, teaching them kids the dunks.
Right here.
You're kind of. I'm just gonna assume you're already in your classroom, just getting ready for the day.
Yep, just breaking ankles, saving lives. You know what I do.
How about you, Lilith? Where are you currently? There's about we'll say 2 minutes till the bell rings. Everyone should be in class. Are you already in class?
Yeah, I'm already in class.
Okay, got you.
I should say give a fuck about me.
Kimberly is also, she's already in class. We're gonna cut to Terry. Where is your current location with a couple minutes before the bell rings?
I'm still en route. I was running late.
Okay, he was running late with that shower, but he's on his way.
Yeah, because Alpha cut into my workout time.
All right.
You got to finish the post workout.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't skip arm day.
I had to finish my reps, alright?
His body's a temple.
Exactly. He should treat it as such.
Exactly. It's a haunted temple.
All right. Okay. So he's en route. Everyone else seems to be in class, ready for a full day of learning. We last left off with our Red Ranger wall cutting off, just flooring it. A certain individual with some of his friends. He wasn't riding alone. Just like he wasn't riding alone on that first day. Again, he just cut him off, swerved into the parking lot, went directly, I assume, to the parking space.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to make it as flashy as possible about how I'm taking it. Like, as I did before, I think I drifted into the lane. I want to like reverse into it. Like, I want to do a spin and then reverse into the spot.
Okay.
Or I want to intentionally spin out and then reverse into the spot.
Gotcha. Okay. So, as the drift king you are.
What song are you blasting while you do this? Because that sends a message.
Hellbent. I think it's Hellbent. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna be doing like some Ludacris or something, some Fast and the Furious.
Nah, it's metal. It has to be loud and bumpy.
Yeah. So he's definitely rocking that Harry Potter audiobook. Chapter 4.
I think I'm gonna go with Hellbound, and I don't even think that's the name of the song.
Okay, well, whatever it is, he's listening to it. The radio's cranked. They definitely know you've arrived. With the screech of burning rubber outside. There's still your marks you left from the day prior. So you're just again. That's like, there's some students who are, they're always late. They're walking in. They're like turning their heads. What the hell is going on, kind of a thing. They see your car, you go, you spin it out a little bit. They're like, oh man, is there going to be an accident? Oh, and then they see you going from the spin out directly, you just reverse yourself into the parking space so that you can lock eyes with the Jeep, the vehicle, and the driver and everyone in it. They're kind of just mad dogging you now. Just they're kind of like, they're mouthing off, what the can't hear them, but like you can definitely tell. They're like, their windows were down.
I like flash my high beams at them a few times.
Yeah.
I turn off my car and get out.
They're like just pushing on, trying to find someplace else to park. Unfortunately, unlike the first day where there was a little bit of vacancy with the parking spaces, it looks like everything is taken up now. So that car is just like, again, you're out of the car, you said?
Yeah. Oh, I flash my high beams to piss them off, and then I turn off the car and get out.
Okay.
I'm like, you guys, you have to be faster. If you're not first, you're last.
Again, there's just nowhere for them to park. They're kind of just left to exit the parking lot, go around the school somewhere, park somewhere else. And again, they make one more turn, they reverse, and they go back so that they can lock eyes with you. And they're all just, they're giving you hand gestures. They're like
Bring it.
cracking
Fucking
their
bring
knuckles. Air horns are going off. You kind of just see them exit the parking lot. They make a right. They go back down towards the lights, and they're gonna circle the school and try to find parking. Maybe somewhere in the back, maybe somewhere on the sidewalk. I don't know, but that's not your problem anymore.
Nah, I got this. It's my space.
So, as that happens, I think it's safe to assume, Terry, you kind of...
Yeah, I'm pulling in. I witnessed like the end of that interaction. I'm gonna pull in, and seeing as there's no parking,
Oh, you can park right.
I'm gonna park in front of his car.
All right.
I can back up a little bit more. You need some room?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'll go back in my car and back up a little bit after I'm done dogging out those guys.
Okay. All right. And you make just enough room for Terry, and so he can just park his bike. He gets off. You get back out of your car.
Nice spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
I'm so glad it's my spot.
again, there's some kids that are just in awe of like what's going on. They're like, "That's the guy from yesterday. I'm sure of it." They're like murmuring.
It fucking is. That's my spot.
What the fuck happened
Just
yesterday?
remember. I don't know. Some guys are trying to claim this spot, saying they paid for it or something.
They're like, "Damn, new kid."
Those dudes have never grown up on the streets.
But like, just like a guy is like, "Man, you you must like a world of pain because you just pissed off somebody you shouldn't have." Just saying, and kind of walks by.
Do you know who I'm standing next to?
It's like, Terry, he's hardly here. He's back again. I know Terry. I know not to mess with Terry.
Hear me out. I know what crowd I'm working with.
Girls like, who'd you piss off this time?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. They had like a fucking beat up, shitty Jeep thing. Can't do shit with that car.
Oh.
They're not even trying to race me either. Pathetic. I keep telling them they need to speed up. They need to go faster. They just don't want to do it. Anyway, do you know what your first class is?
No. Let's see the schedule.
Exactly.
Right, you
So
missed yesterday.
yeah. So you kind of go with Terry. You go to the wall. You see where like everyone's names are listed alphabetically. He's got to find his name and report to his first period teacher. Luckily, you guys find out you have the same first period class. You're actually going to be together in the morning.
Nice. Oh, I already know where this is. Come on, follow me. I honestly don't remember what class.
Oh, good.
I was so tired.
Exactly.
Got no sleep yesterday. Last night was pretty nice.
Well, regardless, both of you were going there. We're going to cut to, as you go to your first period class, we're going to cut to moments later. There was a certain individual also making his way to Angel Grove High. Another teenager, so it would be. Who goes by the name Juan. So, Juan, I'm going to ask, did you happen to see the, I don't want to call it a confrontation, but the the car show that happened in the parking lot? Yeah, I'm sorry. Future altercation.
Altercation in progress.
Yeah.
So I'm part of the school newspaper, so I'm actually asking students. I've heard rumors about reckless driving in the parking lot, so I'm investigating that right now.
Ah, okay. Perfect. Good to know. All right.
You probably overheard that entire conversation.
I'm gonna say he definitely did. If he was in the parking lot, yeah. So you definitely heard the conversation that Wall and Terry had. So, while you're doing the investigation, knowing that the bell's gonna be ringing any moment, you know, any second now. You're not late yet, but you know you're gonna be. Is there anything you're gonna do in the parking lot, specifically, or you're just kind of looking over the area?
I'm gonna go talk to the Jeep owner to see what's going on.
Okay.
It is a Jeep, right? I'm not getting that wrong.
It's a Jeep now.
Okay.
Definitely a Jeep. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
no, the cheerleaders had a Jeep. Anyway,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
Jeep now.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Jeep
Two
now.
Jeeps.
There's
two
two
Jeeps. There can be more than one Jeep. But yeah, Cheer Squad definitely had a Jeep. Okay, so you're doing that again. One of like it must be Miss Perez herself, the principal. She kind of like, as she heard the tire screeches, the loud heavy metal music. She kind of like does one of those things where she opens up the blinds so like her eye can see, and she's like, she sees Terry. She lets out one of those sighs, and she's like, please have a good day today, Terry. Again, not really noticing Wall because you're new here. This is your second day, so she hasn't had really any, history to establish you being on her radar for any reason. Other than to maybe potentially be worried because you're hanging out with Terry.
Are you sure she doesn't know who I am?
Well, let's just say she might not remember what
Okay.
happened at the
Perfect.
at the senior welcoming class party.
Well, no, I meant the reason why I'm at that particular school.
Oh, well, she would know that, but she
She doesn't have a name to the face.
Yeah, no
Okay.
name to the face yet. So that's again, you're kind of
Or no face to the name. Anyway.
yeah. So she's not able to put, two and two together. So she has no reason to know that you're an acquaintance of Terry's, and that could be one of two things: trouble or deep trouble. So again, we are gonna cut back to Juan. Again, you were in the middle of doing something, correct?
Just questioning about the whole car situation because we shouldn't be supporting reckless driving in our parking lots.
Resent that.
As do I.
I resent that statement.
Exactly. So again, you seem to be talking to just random students, or are you looking to get like the big scoop? Are you looking for the group of guys from the Jeep?
I'm trying to find whoever is doing the
Doing
reckless driving.
donuts and
Yeah.
all right. So okay, you're kind of going through. There's some students who are just kind of struggling in, coming in late. You're kind of trying to get anyone for a quote kind of a thing. If they know anything, everyone's like, "Nah, dude, it was too early for me. I just want to get to class." Other students are like, "No, I didn't even know that there was problems with our parking lot, issues with driving." So you're kind of getting some dead ends, is what I'm getting at. No one's can really fill you in on anything per se. But
So go
ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you were saying?
Oh, I was gonna say that there is one of the cheer squad group members. You actually know her. She's not really a friend, but like of her. She's like an acquaintance. You've interviewed her a few times for like clubs and stuff. Her name is Inez. She got dropped off actually. She sees that you got like if anyone's ever seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, you got like your microphone and you got like your headset. One ear the cup is on, the other one so you can hear everyone in your surroundings. You're kind of just like asking anyone, getting audio diary so to speak, writing important things down. She kind of just checks on you and she's like, "Hey Juan, what you working on today?"
I'm trying to find out what's going on in our parking lot because some guy in a car almost ran me over.
What car was it? She kind of just
It was I don't remember what kind of car it was.
It's a beat up sedan.
Yeah.
Probably the best way to describe it. It's super beat up on the outside, like multiple.
It was.
There are panels on the car with different colors, like they're not stock. Better description. There's a cracked. It has a cracked windshield on one side.
Oh yeah, it was that car.
Yeah.
Easily identifiable. Oh, that car. Oh, and she looks and she's like, "That car." And then again, she hasn't forgotten the fact that the week prior at the the Angel Grove senior welcoming party, the person who drives that car might have started a mosh pit during one of the dance the dance squad's performances. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's a new kid. What was his name? Wall, Saul, something or rather like that. Yeah. I don't know. He could be trouble. I don't know. He was hanging out with Terry, and then you obviously, having been at school, you already know the reputation Terry has. So again, he's not a friend, but like you know of him, just out of sheer reputation. So you know who she's referring to, and you kind of put two and two together the same way Miss Perez would.
Okay, well, I take down his name and then I go to class. We'll talk to him later.
All right, perfect. So, as everyone goes through their different periods of learning, we're gonna go ahead and cut to lunch, which is the best opportunity for if any of the rangers maybe wants to have a group meeting, discuss anything. Does anyone want to look for anyone? Does anyone just focus on food? We're gonna go ahead and we'll cut to Maximus, actually, our teacher. So, what are you gonna do with your 55-minute lunch break?
I'm gonna eat.
All right, you got that. What are we talking? Quarter pounder with cheese, baconator.
No,
Yeah,
the
with cheese.
baconator fries and a large frosting.
Gotcha.
I love my.
Yeah, and your diet, Coke, because you're watching your weight.
Watch my face.
Yeah, watching your figure. That's a start point.
Yeah. Can't wait to use it.
All right. Okay. And I take it you're in your classroom by yourself. You're in the teacher's lounge, or you're in the science truck. Where are you at?
I'm on my workstation, just taking notes of everything that's transpired, trying to figure out how things are happening. You know,
Okay.
using the school's resources and computers just to find readings, as you know, because there's got to be a trace of energy with all the teleporting and everything going around. So even though I act goofy and everything, I always have my reservations.
Got you. You got good intentions at heart, and you're actually diligent about the things that matter to you.
Yeah, I mean, if you act stupid, people would second guess you less. So that's the whole strategy I go for.
Got you. You're kind of playing off the drunken master kind of a thing. No one's gonna take you serious until it's too late.
Yep.
All right. I hear you loud and clear. Well, okay. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna be doing all your scanning. Well, you got your one hand on the keyboard, one hand with the baconator. All right. So okay, Maximus is gonna go ahead and he's running some background work for the Rangers, unbeknownst to the team. We're next gonna go ahead and cut to Lilith. Where are you at?
I guess for me, uh, during all my classes, I kept hearing about this morning what happened with Walt and I guess was it the football team dudes?
I want to say it was the wrestling team, but yeah, you know it was one of the sports teams. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the sports teams. How he intentionally took their spot again. So, I tried looking for Walt or Terry, to figure out why he left the meeting 30 minutes early just to piss off some bimbos.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. So you're looking to recap with Wall. All right. So while she's doing that, although Terry and Wall did have that one first period class in the morning together, your schedules kind of diverged at that point, so everyone is more or less separated. We're gonna go ahead and jump to Terry first. Terry, what are your plans for lunch? Where are you at right now?
Well, throughout my day, I asked around who drives a Jeep. The only answer I got was the cheer squad, so I'm assuming he pissed off the cheer squad.
I'm just mad dogging the cheer squad.
So I'm like trying not to die laughing throughout my classes when I think about it.
I can actually fight the cheer squad. I have a chance.
I don't know. They might know the art of dance fighting.
But seeing as I drive a motorcycle, no one's really gonna stop me from doing anything in school. I'm gonna go out for lunch.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna leave the premises then. Gotcha. All right. We're gonna go to Kimberly. And again, she's nice, but she's just something about this reputation that's, I don't know, mean girl looking. There were simps. One of them was named Ricardo. She was able to avoid him the first day, but like at the second day, he's like, camera away. He's got that nasally voice. He's he's got his button up shirt with the plaid. He's got it cuts off at the sleeves. He's got his pocket protector. He's Kimberly's like, oh god, you found me. And they Kimberly, yeah, I didn't see you yesterday. I got you your lunch. Knowing, trying to get on her good side, and she's like, she does one of those again, just second palm, palm strike to the forehead. She's like, okay, Ricardo, again, that was. Doesn't want to break his heart, but she knows if she does it to sell him straight, Ricardo's just gonna keep following her around. It's like, okay, I talked to you once because I felt sorry that you had no friends, and you seem nice and you mean well, but that doesn't give you the right to come find me every single day, delivering me lunch. I appreciate it. I'm gonna take the lunch. She's like, but you gotta find other friends. Let me hear you know you're understanding me. He's like, finding other friends. But you're the best friend I've ever found. She's like, oh. Okay, so she's like, alright. I'll have lunch with you today. Tomorrow, we're not having lunch together. Say it with me. No more lunch together. What was that? Lunch together tomorrow? So, she's kind of just dealing with that situation, her and Ricardo. We're gonna go ahead and cut to Wall. Wall, where are you currently?
I still don't know I can leave campus. So I'm going to actually get food because I'm not exhausted.
Okay. So we'll say you're more or less getting in the line from the first day again, just trying to
Actually get food.
Okay. So again, knowing what you knew today, what you didn't know yesterday, is that the lines are. You're not first. You're last.
Yeah. Fortunately, I can't cut people off, and
yeah.
I can't drive straight there.
Your skills begin and end at the wheel. Just kidding.
No, they beginning and end at the streets.
There we go. Okay, so again, knowing the lines, and your impatience for being at the end. You're not used to just being behind everyone. You're used to being in front of everyone.
Bullshit.
So you're not first, but you're like one of like the first handful of students in the line, getting ready to get those senior lunches that everyone was looking forward to. So you're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna cut to the sports team. There's a group of guys. They're all kind of just going around making themselves known. They got their Lettermans on. They're looking for somebody. They're like, new kid. You seen the new kid? They're like not even making sense. They're just that piece of shit car in the front. Who drives it? He's this tall, kind of scrawny looking. Where the hell is this kid? They're just like, no one knows anything that he's talking about. The main guy's angry, and his friends are just trying to back him up, looking fierce. They're like, yeah, the new kid. So they're just going through crowds, cliques. They're trying to find Wall. We're gonna cut to while they're on the search. We're gonna cut to Juan. So Juan, what are you doing right now? As some people are leaving, others are eating. Some people are in lines waiting for food.
Continue my search for Terry. Ready with friends with the special ed teacher. I don't know.
You made friends with
Oh,
special ed teachers.
So I go to the special ed teacher.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna go right up to Maximus. Okay. So, Maximus, you hear the knock on your door. Are you? What's your retort to that?
I turn off the desktop and ask them to come in.
Okay, so I walk in. I'm like, "Hi, Mister. What was his last name? I don't know.
Power.
Mister Power.
Powers.
Yes.
Austin Powers.
Power. 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 Ah, hi, Mister Powers. I heard you. You knew. I heard you and Terry hang out a lot outside of school.
Uh, sometimes, but not too often. Why? Why do you ask? Any
I'm
trouble?
looking for him. I'm trying to find him so I can talk to him.
Well, you see, he's not in my class. This is clearly special ed, and he's actually he's in college.
Oh, well, I'm actually looking for him about the situation that happened in the parking lot. Do you know anything about it?
Fuck. Me knowing his character, I know he did something. No, what have you heard?
Oh, well, there's students, there's a couple vehicles that are driving pretty reckless in the parking lot, and it's pretty. I'm just trying to find out who's responsible so I can talk to them, and I'm not gonna turn them in.
Oh, you're not gonna turn him in.
No, I'm part of the school newspaper, so I want to get to the bottom of what's going on because the cheerleading team is riled up and they're looking to take somebody out. So I'm trying to find out who that person is.
Well, if you're looking for him, I want to say your best bet, since it is lunchtime, and he's new. He's probably gonna be in the lunch line.
Okay.
So that'd be my first bet.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, before you go, go easy on.
I will.
Yeah.
I walk away and start heading towards the cafeteria.
Yep. All right. All right. So you do that. You start making your way to the cafeteria. Um, as you're doing that, again, you know who else is making their way to the cafeteria? That sports team from the morning. So they're kind of closing in. They're just they're hitting all the groups, the crowds. Just like new kid, they're looking. They're like scanning. They're like people who have their back turns. They're like forcibly turning around to like try to just get a look front on their faces. Like it's not him. It's not him.
I notice any of this?
You're kind of just preoccupied with your food at this point. You're like,
oh, I got my food. Sweet. I was gonna say if I'm waiting in line, I don't think I've heard back from Aunt May in a while. I'm sending her a checkup text.
Okay, got you.
Or I'm gonna send out a checkup text at some point today.
You're like next in line. You're about to get your food, and that's when Lilith comes up. She's not in the line. She's not gonna get food there, but she just wants to like check up on you. So she's gonna go ahead and have a conversation with you really quick. So Lilith, you wanted to talk to Wall?
Yeah. So I walk up to where it's at, and I'm like,
Lilith,
God damn
you
it,
wanna cut
Wall!
in?
What the hell
Wanna
did you
jump
do
in? I don't think
today?
these guys care. Wait, what?
I was like, what did you do today? A lot of people are already talking about how you are starting something with
I'm asserting dominance. Some
someone.
people think they can control a parking spot, and the parking space
It
is
does,
first come
okay,
first
if you
serve.
want yeah.
So
Like, you don't need
these
to be
people
there. You
they
can
they
literally
need to
just go
beat
there and
me
eat
to
your
the
car
parking
and
space,
leave.
and they refuse to beat me to the parking space.
I was like, but you're supposed to be our leader. Our leader doesn't start drama. I was like, you're starting the drama.
This is nothing.
Uh,
It's not like an evil space witch has some
yeah.
direct relation to this parking
Out of
space. I'm having fun.
everything. Oh, fun tormenting other people or a parking
I'm
spot.
putting people in their place.
I was like, there's other ways you can do it.
While this is happening, you're finally at like you're able to ask the faculty for your lunch. So like you're at the counter now.
Also, do you want to cut in? Do you need to come this way? Are you hungry?
No, I brought my own lunch.
Okay. Could I get burger and fries?
Yeah,
Am I able
burger
to
and
look
fries.
around and notice that the
They put it on the
sports
counter for
team
you.
is looking for him?
One of like the lunch lady. She's like, she overhears the sports team. She's like, who, them? And she points them out. Like, and then you look.
Oh, those are the. Wait, do I look or is it just her?
Well, yeah, no, we'll say yeah. You
Oh,
hear, you
actually.
look. She's like,
Oh, those are the guys.
I'm like, the wrestling team? You're fighting against the wrestling team. They literally don't have any brain cells.
Clearly, they want to pick a fight with me.
I was like, but that doesn't. Oh my god.
You want to join me for lunch? I'm gonna go find a table over here. Actually, is there
I
any
think
nice spots to eat food? Do you know?
I think the wrestling team is looking for you. So unless you wanna
Okay, look after
fight
my
them,
lunch. Is there a good
or-
spot? We can solve this. I hand her my food. I'm like, please make sure nothing bad happens to my food. I am starving. I go and look for an open area. And I start walking around for an open. Where's a nice open area?
I was like, so I'll follow Wall
Do you know where?
to figure out or to see what he's doing.
Probably like the center.
Yeah,
stage
center.
area
Not a
would
bunch
be.
of people. That's where I'm headed.
okay, so you want something that's a little open but slightly secluded, where you can enjoy.
Yeah,
okay, okay. So
Well, no, not so I can enjoy it. These guys, like, they're looking for me and they want to fight. I'm going somewhere where we can fight.
okay, all right. So,
Don't worry, I will handle the wrestling team. I am not afraid of them.
Around
Yeah,
the
No
cafeteria,
one's afraid of him, but still.
there are like the benches, like you
Just-
can eat outside. There's those around there. So if you want to go to any one of those, you're free to. Just say.
Not benches, like just somewhere off. You can like sit down on like maybe grass and eat, or or pick a fight, and not have a bunch of people immediately
Okay, immediately start. something.
immediately stop the fight.
Okay, we'll say like there's this.
So hear me out. It's a high school during lunchtime.
there's-
You're gonna be surrounded by students.
Yeah.
No,
one's stopping
there's
that.
going to be people. I'm saying like the less crowded spot, where like I know there are spots you can fight people.
No, I mean it's gonna take a while for anyone to get through that crowd to stop the fight.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And technically, if they didn't notice you, I don't think they would have followed you.
No, that's fine. I'll call out to them. It's fine. They can get to me.
Okay, well,
Let me find my spot first.
as you're kind of looking for the spot, Juan, getting some tips from the dance squad, he kind of IDs you as like that's the guy. They tip him off, so he's making his way to you, and he's kind of gesturing, I think, to take you someplace where like because
Oh,
it's
no.
kind of it's just having that many people out and about in such close proximity. It's hard to like actually hear one another in like a peaceful manner.
People want to fight me. I'm not exactly on edge, but I'm getting ready to start swinging.
So Juan is now grouped up.
How is he approaching me?
Yeah, Juan, how are you approaching?
How are you stepping up? Are we squaring up or not?
So again, he
No,
had to.
I'm casually approaching you.
Hey, Lilith, who the fuck is this guy? Is he coming up to us? Is
I
he
don't
with the
know.
wrestling team?
No.
That's really the only important question I need here.
No, I don't think he wrestles. He would have
Okay.
had that Letterman jacket like the rest of those bimbos.
He doesn't look built for. Does he look built for it?
So again, I'll unless Juan wants to take away his physical description for everyone, so they know what he looks like.
Oh, you already have it up, don't you?
Just
I
a
do have
picture,
it up.
But are you like built for? How are you built?
So again,
Or are you? Does your clothes like hide all your muscle? Are you like scrawny, somewhat like me, or are you like
Do you have sleeper muscles? Like you have to-
bulked out like fucking Terry?
I don't remember.
well, I will say to help Juan out.
Alright. Very well.
He again being from a military family, as he told everyone at the beginning, he also doesn't skip workouts. So he does. He's not jacked, but he's toned.
Okay.
He's definitely he's got some muscle, but it's lean muscle. Like he could definitely with his he's got on his blazer. He's got you know his casual shirt. It's like an art piece. It's got kind of like these weird designs of just the color yellow that stood out to him for some reason. It's one of his favorite shirts, so he wears it often.
I knew someone who was yellow.
But it's it's
Damn.
the clothes are
Was.
they're just baggy enough where he's comfortable. He's kind of looking business casual, we'll say.
Okay.
So you wouldn't be able to tell one way or another if this guy was like hiding muscles.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little bit on edge around. I'm not gonna immediately deck him like I was planning.
Okay, so then we're gonna cut to Juan. So you came here for a reason. Take it away.
Okay, so I walk up to him.
Hey,
I
yes,
offer my hand.
I look down. We gotta walk and talk. Who are you? Why are you here?
My name's Juan Wick. I'm with the school newspaper. I was in the parking lot earlier, and I saw your little
My performance.
driving.
Good show. Did you like the
Yeah.
show?
You almost hit me.
I would never hit anyone on the road. I am the best driver on the road. It's physically impossible for me to hit something.
The way your car looks, I don't believe that. But
that was before I got it. That was before the car was mine.
of course,
It's all aftermarket. Trust me.
First of all, do you know you made enemies off the cheerleading team and the wrestling team?
I thought I was friends with the cheerleading team. They were pretty nice.
Yeah. Were they? Did you take a parking spot?
We didn't part on bad terms. I know I fucked up their performance. That was my bad. I stepped some grounds. I misunderstood what was happening, and I started a mosh pit. I think a lot of people had fun.
Performance?
I didn't know they were performing. I thought it was just like a dance thing.
Wow.
I was told it was a dance. I apologized for that. And
I see why the cheerleaders would want to beat you up, though.
That's I did apologize. I do owe them one. I'll plan on getting them back on that. That was my bad.
Information. The wrestling team and the cheerleading team.
Oh, the wrestling team, fuck those guys. Oh, you said you're with the newspaper?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Wait,
just keep coming this way. You're about to watch a show.
Wait, but that makes him a narc.
What do
you mean you become a narc? What are you doing?
Well, he's broadcasting everything to the whole school, and if you don't want to get suspended or expelled,
hey, people need to know. Oh, they won't expel me.
Well, people need to know not to be reckless driving. I'm not saying I'm gonna turn anybody in.
I resent that statement you just made. I am not a reckless driver.
Published by name,
it needs to be very clear. My driving is not
reckless.
My driving is perfect.
There are bigger things to worry about right now because I'm telling you, you made enemies off the cheerleading and wrestling team, and they're looking for you right now.
You keep reiterating this. I'm about to show you what happens when you pick a fight with me. And me and the cheerleading team, is any of the cheerleading team around me? I doubt
maybe
it.
we should de-escalate the situation.
All right, I'll resolve the thing with the cheerleaders. It's on the list. I've only been here for a day, so.
Yeah, you have a better chance.
Did we find a good spot the spot I'm looking for?
Not this wall, but a different wall that would actually listen to you.
Also, did I introduce myself? By the way, I'm Wall Parker.
So
I offer my hand again and shake it.
I look down and I don't shake your hand.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh. You know what? I see the wrestling team approaching and I just walk away.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna miss the show.
He's terrible at his job.
Were they coming? Did I find my spot? Did any?
So you're still looking for a spot, but according to one, the wrestling team.
Okay, so they're coming. All right.
He's walking. He's putting some distance between you and Lilith.
Lilith, do you mind opening up the area? Other people might get hurt.
I'll just sit
and
near
I
them.
like just take a fucking not a fighting stance, but like my arms are down, but like I'm in game terms, I'm readying an action. The first person that gets near me, I'm headbutting them.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so what I do is I'll try to intercept the wrestling team. So I go up to them
This is happening.
and I ask if they're
Hey
looking
guys!
for anything.
Hey Slowpokes, what's up? I missed you this morning.
So again, despite Lilith's efforts to kind of downplay and just defuse the situation, the fact that you shouted over her and signaled yourself, it's like, it's me. I'm the guy you're looking for. Is what you
And
said.
I look over my shoulder and I'm like, God damn it, Wall!
And they immediately, and they just like, one of the guys of the group, he's like, he taps the leader, and he's like, he does the snaps, and he starts like finger pointing at him. It's him. It's him.
I did ask Lilith to open the pit a little bit, but
So again, they're kind of like going through crowds. They're pushing people away. People are like, "What? Hey!"
you
And
guys might want to
they're like, just,
take a couple steps back.
They're going directly to you, so they're like they're getting up in your space now.
I got that action ready.
So
Hear me out. My action is ready.
So they come up, and then the lead guy, the one you pissed off the most, the one whose parking space that he so-called,
The second
declared was his.
The second he gets in my face.
He's just he comes up. He's not in your face entirely, but he's basically like he's we'll say like he's within arm's distance of you.
Okay.
It's like you just couldn't leave it alone, new kid.
Leave what alone? I told you, you gotta be fast.
Fast, huh?
You gotta get that better driving. I was styling on you.
He kind of just like
I do shit like that in my sleep.
he's looking at his friends, and more of the student body around the area are like are those fighting words? Like they're all their heads are starting to turn around and face you and the group, and the Lilith is still there. She's like, Juan is backed away. We'll say he could still be in the crowd if he wants to. It's like he's not gonna miss a scoop.
I am.
I did tell you not to miss the show.
Right behind him.
I was
Okay.
like, I moved a little bit towards Wall, and I'm trying to like whisper in his ear, and I'm like, dude, just de-escalate.
No. I have one speed, and I'm gonna fuck these guys up right now. It's fine, Lilith. I'll handle this. Just stay out. Just stay out. I'm handling this.
Dude, you're supposed to be a leader. This is not leading.
Yeah, and these guys aren't space witches. They look pretty close though.
Space witches,
Missing
yeah,
the pointy boobs.
that's the whole point.
Hold out.
Turn into the Red Ranger and kick their ass.
So the lead guy is like, what's this? Need a woman to fight your fights for you? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm telling her. No, she wants me to back off, and you guys aren't trying to step up. So it seems like you guys are just bitches. All show is what it looks like.
And as soon as the word bitches is uttered, people in the crowd start going, oh, and then it like on wildfire it catches the rest of the students. There's like everyone starts saying, oh.
I did want to avoid the crowd. I did want to avoid the student
I
crowd.
start walking towards him. I'm about to like just pull him away.
Okay. So what happens next kind of all happens simultaneously. So Juan is kind of just trying to go. He's behind you. He's gonna go reach for you and try to pull you away. The main guy is gonna go ahead and he's gonna try to shove you.
Oh, so I headbutt him.
So we'll see. So let's see. You did say you were readying the headbutt. He's a wrestler though, so he's, you know, close quarters combat might be his thing.
Probably.
So let's see. I gotta roll some dice. Okay, give me a second. Here we go. All right. So let me flip my D2 first. All right. Okay. All right. So you said you got the headbutt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what happens. Seeing you go for the headbutt, not really the smartest thing. Have you ever seen that move where like wrestlers just put each other's in like arm headlocks? He kind of sees the headbutt coming, like, you know, you were kind of like leaning into it, kind of telegraphing, like we're just gonna, you know, whatever happens, happens, bro. So again, he's been on the wrestling team pretty much since sophomore year. He sees the headbutt coming. He twists his body so that your head can go directly into his arms. And he pretty much just grapples you, and he's got you.
Okay.
So you're grappled right now. People are definitely like, "Oh, fight, fight, fight!"
I'm not down for hugging. This is kind of gay.
He's like, "It's not hugging, it's wrestling." And then
It's still gay.
so, as you're mocking him, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna try to shove you. So, yeah, your defense,
Strength or speed?
and strength.
13.
Okay. Okay, he does a lot more than just shove you. All right. Okay. How do I explain this? So, he has you in the lock. He's going to go ahead and he's going to put all of his weight, and he's just gonna like, not exactly tackle you, but he's gonna, I don't know, like a jerk. Like he's gonna forcefully move you. Like you're gonna feel a lot of discomfort, is putting it mildly.
Can't be worse than what happened yesterday.
He pretty much just comes. He twists you. He's still got your head in the lock, and he's just gonna slam you down to the ground, like there, face first. Like you're you weren't good looking before. Well, you're definitely not good looking now.
Oh, shit.
He kind of just he takes you down. You get, I don't want to say a full suplex, but like he definitely, like he just, you know, we'll say kind of like he trips you, but like he throws you down. Like you hit the ground pretty hard.
All right.
You're gonna take, let's see, you were definitely grappled too prior to that.
Yes.
This is gonna really hurt. I'm gonna say, since you were grappled, and he crit with a nat 20.
Okay.
you're, you're definitely gonna take the 2 damage. So yeah. 2 damage. I still think you're not unconscious, right?
Nope, I got 3 health.
Okay, that's what I thought. But you're
Oh,
definitely like,
Yeah.
I walked up-
I'll step in, and try to kick the guy back,
Oh, what?
and say,
Should not be
"What was
joining
that
this fight.
comment about protecting him?" I was like, "God damn bimbos."
Okay.
I'm like, now you pissed me off.
All right. So you're gonna go in with the kick. Okay. So go ahead and let me see. You're gonna use your kick. So you're gonna use your martial arts then, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, that should be a D2 and a D20, and tell me what you get,
Where is it?
and I'll tell you if your kick lands. And then I'll say, well, she's preparing her kick. After grabbing his lunch, Terry's back on campus. So he happened to walk in while he heard going through the main office.
So I got a 2 and a 19.
Okay.
This has turned into a brawl.
Yeah, you definitely kicked this guy. Well, where exactly where do you kick him?
In the side of the face.
All right.
Wait, did you kick the main guy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on the ground. That's lights out.
That's like he does like a little twirl as he's falling to the floor.
Yeah. Direct hit. Yeah, he definitely he could see his headbutt coming, but like, I don't know how he can possibly maneuver out of a kick to the face.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's lights out. He's on the ground.
Yeah, so he's gonna take your foot and it's gonna just knock him right in the side. He's gonna go down. Again, this is all this like happen real quick. So
And then so after the kick, I look towards his little groupies and I ask him, I'm like, either you pick up your main dude and walk away, or I'll do the exact same thing I did to him, to all of you. I'm tired of dealing with your bullshit. And then I look at Wall and I'm like, Wall, you shut up and stay on the ground.
I'm still conscious. If I can get up, I'm getting up. I told you I do. Well, am I? No, I am conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
get
you're
up.
conscious.
I'm like,
I'm
I
telling you
did
to
not
stay
need
on the
your help.
ground.
I could deal with my
I
problems.
still said, yeah, you could deal with your own problems. I'm tired of dealing with this
I
shit.
hold him down
Yeah.
to the ground.
Okay.
Now I'm fighting him. Actually, I'm trying to get out of the grapple.
Okay. Okay.
I'm getting up. Is the short.
As all of this is happening, Terry's like, and again, he it was very apparent that there was a fight. Everyone's like rushing immediately. I assume.
Fight day 2.
Yeah, Terry, he's made his way through the crowd. It's almost like Moses, he parts the seas. People know they see him and they get out of the way. Again, Terry has a reputation here at Angel Grove High.
Terry's here to end the fight. He's going to win.
So, again, the sports
Where are the
team.
teachers?
Juan, yeah.
Where you at?
Okay, so Juan is yelling for teachers. People are saying fight. There's obviously at this point, like within seconds, there was like a ring formed. People just they've made the fight circle, the high school fight circle. You know the one I'm talking about. He's going through. He's moving people out of the way. He's being assertive. You're not being a dick about it. You're just like, okay, like there's a fight I need to see. People are like, okay, you should be in there.
So I'm gonna walk up, drinking a smoothie. It's like half gone by now.
Uh-huh.
Then I see Wall on the ground, being grappled by a random person I don't know, and Lilith trying to square up with the wrestling team.
And I'm yelling at Wall to stay down.
And he's just.
I'm here to fight. Why are you involved in my fight?
And
Are you
again,
fighting?
So I'm gonna tell the wrestling team, you know who I am, and you know Pit Viper's her back. She's one of them, which means she's with me. Get out of my face.
Run.
Okay, that's like they all kind of like.
Oh,
One of the guys, he's like, "All right, get bulky, lift them up." So,
And I'm planting a kick on the side of whoever's grappling with Wall.
okay, so that would be Quan. He's not grappling him, but he's just like, stay down. He's trying to.
Yeah, I'm planting a kick right on his side to get
Okay.
him off Wall.
Okay, okay.
What did I do?
You
It's just a
guys,
tap.
you should
It's
not
not
be
a
here. All of your dice, I assume.
Oh, okay, you're going full on. All right. All right, we'll see how this kick lands or not on Juan.
Okay, but okay.
I have a feeling that this minor fight has blown a little bit out of proportion.
Yeah, it might have. It seems that way. We're gonna see. Again,
Well, after we said de-escalate, someone was like, "No."
No.
one person tried to say it. Two
One
people.
speed. This is my problem, and I am dealing with it.
You're not. You're on the floor.
At no point did I ask for help.
Again, so there's bickering, arguing. Okay, really quick. Your defense, Juan. What is your defense?
Defense. Wait. Speed, strength, smart, social. What's defense?
Toughness total.
Strength.
Tough,
15. 15.
Okay, so he parries your kick.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you said you have a little dick.
He's egging you on. Teachers are on their way.
This is a whole nother fight now.
I look at Terry and I tell him that he was trying to keep Walt down after he was suplexed by the wrestler, and I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. So I'm telling Terry he should get Wall and get him out before the teachers come.
No, Wall was fine. He's keeping him down after he got suplexed. So yeah, I'm kicking him.
I was like, he just parried that. So just get Wall and get out of here before the teachers come.
Wall's
like,
fine. He can get himself up.
Well,
at this
I
point,
can't with this fat motherfucker.
Hey, so
Right, get off of him.
One, I was actually sneaking up just to see what's going on because I had a suspicion, and I had the thought to pull the fire alarm to get everyone out of there.
All right.
Thank you, teacher. Right?
all right. Well, yeah.
There you go.
Quick thinking on Maximus Brainus' power. He pulls the fire alarm.
Oh shit.
Everyone kind of just like, oh shit. Everyone, like, back away. Like, as soon as the circle started, like, it starts to disperse. People are just like, again, it's you on the ground. Juan kind of also just, I assume you're like, you got one leg down. You're like taking a knee. Just, your hands are off Wall at this point.
Still drinking my smoothie.
Yeah, you still got your smoothie. Yeah. that was a nonchalant kick.
That's why it didn't connect. He was like, "Oh, this guy has moves. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take him more serious."
Yeah, I don't want to lose my smoothie.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah. So while all that's going down, again over like the intercom system, it's like a fire alarm. It's like students all report to, to the field. They obviously have to take it seriously. Evacuation procedures are enacted immediately. All students report to your next period class at the field in your designated location immediately.
Where the fuck is my? Oh wait, I follow Lilith. We're on the same class now.
Yeah. So Lilith, Kimberly, and Wall are all going to be together.
As we're walking, can I hit Wall on the head and tell him that he's being a dumbass?
You
need to stay the fuck out of my business. I'm not joking. I did not ask for your help. You need to stay out of my business.
I was like, I don't care about your business, but
Then
at the
stay
same
out
time,
of
you're
it.
supposed to be
I didn't
our
ask for
leader.
your help. I don't want you to help me.
I was like, that's fine. But next
Give me your
time,
food back.
yeah,
Oh right, do you
take
have
your
my
food and don't have me. Hold
you.
it for you.
I'll take shit seriously when it's life or death. This is meaningless.
Gotcha.
Either way.
This is a dick measuring contest that I was going to win.
Yeah, after you were suplexed and almost hit unconscious, sure. I was like, and after that, I just walk away, end up leaving him somewhere.
I'm following you. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, so
I physically have to follow
you're-
you.
even though you have the same class, you're definitely giving him some space. Like you're just
Yeah. I was like,
Okay.
well, I just like basically.
okay. You see Kimberly, and you're like someone who I can reason with.
Yeah. Someone
Okay.
who isn't in their head.
You meet up with. Got you. So you're gonna meet up with her. Unfortunately, Terry, and Juan are different classes, so the only ones together at this current time are gonna be Wall, distanced slightly from Kimberly and Lilith. Otherwise, everyone's making their way to the field, and we're gonna take one more 5-minute break. When we come back, we are gonna continue from the field and see what happens. So, you know, don't turn off the stream. Things are gonna get spicy, maybe. We'll see. Fight
number 2.
Fight number 2. I don't know. Stay tuned. I'm gonna.
Hell yeah! I'm going into the next fight with no help.
Yeah, gonna take us to a short intermission. I'm gonna have our pay to win, pay to lose chat integration up, our menu. So if anyone wants to redeem any, no one has redeemed any yet, but they are available. So again, we'll be back in a quick 5, everybody. Stay tuned. Don't change that stream.
Activated sing mode. How would you feel?
I think that went well.
All right, we are back, everybody. So, last we took a break. There was a very quick fight, kind of like a, happen in a flash kind of a thing. Blink and you miss it. When people go out to lunch, we had teachers pull fire alarms. Everyone is on their way marching towards the field. Everyone's going into their next period classes as groups, so everyone can be accounted for. We last saw Lilith getting into a verbal disagreement with Wall over saving him from what was definitely going to be an ass kicking.
I was not going. I was going. Yeah, an ass kicking from them. They were gonna get their ass whooped.
Exactly, and that's left Wall in a position where now people are going to question his manhood. So, I don't know. Maybe another fight might brawl out. Maybe it won't.
Oh, high school.
But yes, we have all the Rangers except for Kimberly, Lilith, and Wall are together. Terry, he's off on his lonesome. Same thing with Juan. Juan, this is actually your we'll say it's the newspaper, like your free class, so you can actually move about if you were to choose to. Especially since you're the head of the paper, you're like the main person running it. You're like the leader. So just keeping you aware of that. But everyone else, everyone else is making their way to the fields as we speak. So everyone's there. Everyone's getting in line. Teachers are kind of pissed off. Students are kind of pissed off. Lunch, there was barely 20-30 minutes.
Oh, I have my food. I'm scarfing down my hamburger in line.
Okay, so you're smart. You're just through your cheek is starting to swell from getting slammed. It's it's bruised a little bit.
I got a soda, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna cool down then.
You got a drink. You had your food.
Yeah.
You got the burger. Chewing through the pain. Everyone's marching to the field. They're getting in their single file line. Everyone's starting to get accounted for. Maximus is doing the same thing. In fact, he's actually going back to his classroom. Cool thing about using the resources of the school is that he's actually the main person who set them up, the infrastructure for the school. So he has unlimited access. So he's just wiping the footage of him pulling the alarm.
This high school has cameras.
Genius.
What is
Genius.
Yes, the not just for show. You forget you're at a good high school.
Apparently.
This is the Hogwarts reverse. The school of teenage angst. So they have a zero. What's the
Zero tolerance?
Yeah, zero tolerance. They're one of those prestigious anything that would give them a merit down or take away their their standing.
And he's still in school.
Right? How am I still
And
here?
I'm in school.
Again.
Well, I know why I'm there. Some of us know why I'm there.
Terry's there one day, gone the next. There the next week, gone for a week.
He's kind of there.
They kind of have an understanding. Miss Perez doesn't want to see him for a sixth year. She's not going to be his problem again. Terry knows this. So, anyways, Maximus is doing that. He's scrubbing the footage. Again, everyone's getting into their classrooms. Their not their classrooms, but their classroom lines. Like you got the learning directors, the teachers, Miss Perez. She's got like the microphone, the loudspeaker. She's coming up. She passes through some of like the groups of kids that are still separating themselves into where they need to be, and she's striking a conversation with some of the faculty and staff. And she's like, "It wasn't Terry."
Oh God.
So she's like, she doesn't know how to take this. She's like, Terry, she knows how to handle. Okay, so she's like, already, she's just thinking that, so that's putting in her frame of mind. Everyone's getting accounted for. She's like going over the loudspeaker. She's going through, the procedures. Like, okay, teachers, hold up your signs, your tallies. They have like a clipboard. They write the number, how many students are present out of how many students are in the class, making sure everyone's here. So they're doing that. She's going down the line one by one, just checking, double checking, reassuring. Yep, okay, yes. So while she's doing that, again, she's kind of like, she's going down certain lines and she's asking from student first-hand accounts, like, what the hell happened? Who pulled the fire alarm? Who who started the fight? Who was involved? So she knows who to pull away, have a conversation. So she's going down. She's talking to some kids. They're like, oh, they're muttering, murmuring. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I heard, there's this one kid. I think he's new.
Just gonna assume they pull me.
Yeah, they kind of like, you automatically report. Like, the teacher just like,
Hey, I'm here. I heard you were talking. I wanted to come and say hi.
Yeah, just assuming you had something to do with it. He said, Terry, you know where to go. So you actually come up to her, and she's like, him? Is it him? No, it wasn't Terry. And she's like, she kind of looked, okay, Terry, how much did you pay him? Like, obviously, it's got to be you. Who would do the second day of school?
As I'm drinking my smoothie, it's like, I know, I'm just surprised you are.
Okay, she's like, well, all right, for once in your life, Terry, go back to class.
I was like, no, it's fine. I'll stick around.
I want to see how this plays out.
She's again. She's like, one of the kids is like, but I did see Terry there, and she's just like, wait. And you're like, all right, sticking around.
It's like, yep, not going anywhere.
All right, yeah. Okay, so they do that. Again, she makes her way.
I'm also gonna whisper in that kid's direction. Snitches get stitches.
That one kid is like, he just goes to the back of the line. He was like in the middle, just goes to the back. While that happens, again, she's making her way. She's gotten enough information from the students that it's like, okay, she knows it was the wrestling team, 5 students, 1 person in particular. Terry was there. Not involved, actually, but there. She knows Juan was there as well. Trying to break it up from what students could see. First-hand accounts, eyewitnesses. Lilith, and Wall. So she makes it to your, I believe we said it was your fashion tech teacher.
It is fashion tech.
Yeah. Okay, so she's talking to her, and she's, basically gets across. She's like, I need so and so and so and so to come up here. And then the teacher's like, okay, you, Wall, Lilith, principal wants to talk to you.
You got it. Lilith, you should have stayed out of this. I'm sorry, but you really should have stayed out of this.
Yeah. And then I just walk.
Okay, so you go up to the front of the line, you talk to the principal, she's like, okay, you two, wait right here. And then she goes, she's obviously got to check the rest of the other faculty members, their classrooms. So she's finishing her rounds.
So, just so you know, Lilith, I'm untouchable. You aren't.
I'm also walking up to them. What's up, guys?
Keep this between us.
Oh my god.
I could have told them it was you guys, but I want to see how competent they were.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
I'm like,
so
it doesn't really matter. I'm new here too. I just transferred.
Are you?
she's not as new
Yeah.
as you, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
She's-
Well, I didn't know. I
She's
just
right.
don't
I
want you
haven't
to...
seen either of you two before this year, so.
Okay.
Yeah. She got in a little before you did, so.
Okay.
Also,
Well,
funny story. For all day, I thought you had pissed off the cheerleaders.
no, it's apparently the wrestlers.
Yeah, it turns out there's 2 Jeeps in this high school.
I mean, so according to Lilith, I did piss off the cheerleaders.
I mean, if they came and tried to beat you, I would have let them because they have a point of why.
Like I said, I already apologized to the cheerleaders.
I literally walked up to you guys, told you they teamed up together.
Dude, what?
What is this?
Team leader, cheerleaders, and wrestlers teamed up, and they were coming at you guys.
No,
What
just the
was
I
wrestlers.
this?
don't think they would have done that. I was like, I don't think cheerleaders play that way. They're a little
Yeah,
bit more
yeah.
mean girl style.
Who the hell is this kid?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Newspaper
walk
dude,
away.
Yeah, it's
That's
the newspaper
rumors.
dude to you.
I heard. I got the info. I'm sorry.
Well, your info is bad. You are a bad newspaper leader.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
someone here is a bad leader.
I told you to do things and you just didn't fucking listen.
Bad
There's nothing I could do.
leadership.
This is insubordination.
Bad
at
Yeah,
best.
it's like, well, you can't blame the leadership for insubordination.
Mutiny.
So while the arguing is continuing on, Miss Perez is finished checking in with all the teachers that students are accounted for, are where they need to be. Due to the fact that there was a fight, and Angel Grove High has a zero tolerance policy on violence in school grounds, outside of just anywhere near school grounds. She's
Really hope they don't look in my glove box.
she's
Or in my trunk. just stay the hell away from the car.
she's instructed the teachers to take students into classrooms where they can finish off. They're gonna change the schedule. Obviously, getting in lines for the fire drill.
Anyone want some fries?
Found out
Sure, I'll take a fry.
it was a prank, but also a fight at the same time. Kind of suspicious, but they don't know. So everyone's gonna finish the remainder of lunch in classrooms, except for Terry, Wall, Lilith, Juan, and Bulkmeyer. And you all are gonna go have a chat in front of the office with Miss Perez. So everyone goes. Everyone goes. Kimberly's kind of just like, again, piecing things together. She's like hearing the murmurs. Ricardo the simp is like, I thought you want to know. And he looks around and is like, you know, your friend got in a fight, and then your other friend saved him. So, just thought you'd want to know. I'll see you tomorrow for lunch. And he goes back to his line. She's just like, God damn it. God damn it, my friends. God damn it, the simps at this school. God damn this. Oh, my life right now. But she's stuck in class. So, I'm gonna stay there. Everyone makes their way. Miss Perez, she kind of tells you all, okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. I need you all to sit right here. She like points to like a bench. She's having, she's gonna have Juan, Lilith, and Wall on one bench, and then a bench over. She's gonna have Bulkmeyer.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, he's there too. You're separated.
Is he conscious?
At this point, yeah, he's conscious.
I would be like, oh, hi there, Sleeping Beauty.
And
Hey,
he's just.
call him by his real name. It's Slowpoke.
Didn't he knock you out?
No, he didn't.
No, he's got hurt real
Someone
bad.
just jumped on my back after he threw me on the ground.
Yeah, dick.
Terry. Miss Perez is just. Okay.
It's like, fine. Yeah, Richard.
I guess. Oh, that was Terry. Okay.
Also, if you want to talk to me, talk to my emergency contact.
So she's gonna start questioning you guys, kind of more or less one by one. She has some of like the learning directors that are watching you to make sure, like, you know, one of you doesn't try to attack each other, do something stupid.
That's we're talking shit to each other.
Yeah, you're basically on. Yeah, it's like anything could happen. It's, you know, better to be safe than sorry. So she's gonna go ahead and she's gonna question Juan first. So she's like, "All right, Mr. Wick, in
Mr.
your own,
Wick.
Mr. Wick."
Good name. I like it.
Okay, in your own words, tell me what happened. Start from the beginning.
Well, I work for the newspaper, so I was investigating this situation in a parking lot. And from there, you'll have to find out in tomorrow's newspaper.
She's like, "Not that beginning. Beginning of lunch."
You'll have to find out in tomorrow's newspaper, man. Sorry.
All right, Mr. Wick, you've been in good standing so far, but if you're not going to be helping, I'm going to ask you to sit back down. And maybe detention would mean more your speed.
What did I do that deserves detention?
You're refusing to cooperate. I have several witnesses saying that you were involved in a fight.
Did I
I'm
fight
just trying
anyone?
to find out who's at fault.
Did I fight anyone?
According to some students, yes. You were pinning a student down.
Well, I was stopping a fight.
And remind me, what is the best way to stop a fight?
Calling.
Yes, calling who?
Yes.
Thank you. Have a seat,
Calling
please.
teachers. Goodbye.
Correct. Okay, so she's slightly aggravated. Next person, she's gonna call up Lilith. So she kind of gives you, like, you know, a wag of her hand. Come over here, please. And you march up to her. Miss Gonzalez, in your own words, tell me what happened at lunch.
Like, what specifically do you want to know? I was like, just so you know, I was like, you guys should really have staff monitoring your lunch hours. I was like, you guys have a bunch of as you've seen, hormone driven guys who just want to measure their dick sizes.
Language, might I remind you, we're still in school grounds.
Richard sizes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's gonna get straight to the point. From what I've heard from students is you knocked somebody out. Is this correct? Yes or no?
Yeah. But he had it coming. He was picking on a special needs kid, so you can't really do much. But, you know, pretty small. I had to do what I had to do. Like, you know, he's a wrestling dude. Don't know what he would have done if he had the option to actually get on me or do anything. So one kick should have been good. It's a female self-defense class. You just kick him where it hurts and walk away.
So what you're saying is you acted in self-defense.
Yep.
And she's like, she's got a notepad and she's just, you know, writing things down.
I was like, Terry was not, he didn't do anything, honestly. He just came out of nowhere.
Surprisingly, that's what everyone is telling me.
Yeah. I was telling him to get Wall out of there because Wall was already on the floor, but he didn't do much. He said Wall was fine, but he wasn't. The other one, I don't know the kid's name, but he was wearing some yellow shirt. He didn't do anything. He was just trying to stop Wall from getting up and just being an idiot. So he didn't do anything. It was like I'm the one that knocked out the giant.
Richard, we'll call him.
Yeah, the dick. So
Again, language, Miss Gonzalez.
it's his nickname.
I thought it was his action.
Okay. Thank you for telling me all of that. You can have a seat.
Thanks.
She's gonna call up Wall next.
Are we talking out in the open, or is it like
This
private rooms?
is it's private conversations. You're like
Okay.
maybe I don't know.
Like 2-3 benches away.
Yeah, 2 or 3 benches away. You're not yelling or anything, but she's trying to have a one-on-one. They shouldn't be able to hear you unless you're being very apparent about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Just looking at you, I can tell.
Want some fries?
No, thank you. But are you okay? It looks like you got banged up.
Oh no, this? Oh no, I fell. It's fine.
Okay, she's writing that down. So, Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker, that sounds familiar. She's like... Can't quite put it, but it's just something in her... A bell goes off in her head. She doesn't know exactly what it means, but... Keeping you informed. Mr. Parker. In your own words, can you tell me what happened in today's events at lunch?
Yeah, sure. So, walking around, I heard the wrestling team was looking for me. So, I like signaled to them when we were out in the open. After I got my food, and I'm like, "Hey guys, I'm over here." That sort of thing. Big dude came up to me. I signaled them. Someone else had signaled to me somewhere else. So I turned my head, and then I tripped over his foot and fell and hit my face. Whatever, all good. Then I think Lilith maybe took things a little bit too far. Me and her are friends, good friends. And she took offense to that, so I think she may have overreacted just a little bit. And kicked him. And things went kind of sour from there.
Okay. She's writing that down. And then one more time, she's kind of asking you, are you okay? Do you need to see the nurse,
No,
counselor?
I'm completely fine. This is not a big deal. It sounds like a big deal, and you guys are doing a wonderful job monitoring it, but no issues were had.
Okay, kind of. She doesn't enough to be annoyed. Just, a little angered about, like, the ass kissing that she thinks you're giving her right now. The brown nosing, but okay. She's just, again, the name, and she can't quite. She's getting the kind of idea, like, okay, you must be new here. I definitely would have seen you or recognized you. But she's not saying that out loud, but that's her thoughts. Okay, she's like, okay, Mr. Parker, go ahead and have a seat. And then she kind of just, okay. Terry, come over here, please.
What's up?
Okay, Terry. For once in your life, you're not in trouble.
Woo!
Yeah.
Terry!
High five. She's like, this
High
is the
fives all
only
around.
time you're gonna
It
get
wasn't
a high five
him.
from Miss Perez. It wasn't you. I'm shocked. But again, despite all of that, people say you were involved. You were there. Tell me what would happen. Well, in your own words.
Well, I came back. As you can tell,
Smoothie?
I was getting a smoothie. I'm just gonna toss it in the trash that I'm assuming is nearby. Because I'm done with it now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I came back from getting a smoothie. There was like a crowd over there. There was Lilith. And then there was the wrestling team. As soon as I got there, they like picked up their friend, carried him off. He must have fallen asleep. I think he's narcoleptic or something. I think Lilith tried to break his fall, so she like stuck her foot out. I think his face hit her foot on the way down. So
Okay.
yeah, she was just trying to, save his face from hitting the concrete. Good on her. Then they came back. Random guy is like on the wall. Wall's face doesn't look great. And then that's when like fire alarm went off. That's all I saw. Like I came back, people like the wrestling carried off their friend who fell asleep.
Okay, so she's like nodding her head. She's writing this down. Again, it's referencing her notes. Everyone's stories are more or less lining up. You've given the most detail so far. Some things are contradicting what happened with what Lilith said, but again, this is what a principal's got to do. So she's like, okay. Well, I think the important part she's figuring out or lining up who's at fault and who was actually involved. Okay, she's like,
But yeah, the only one that I saw doing anything was that kid that was on top of the wall. I don't know why he was preventing him from getting up.
okay, I think I've heard enough. Terry, can you and Juan please report back to class? You
What the hell's
don't
Juan?
need to be here. And she, Mr. Wick, can you stand up, please? So he stands up and she points. That's Juan.
Oh, that's the kid that was on top of the wall.
Yes, you two can go back to class.
What? Okay, whatever.
Okay, so Wall goes back. He sits next to Lilith. Miss Perez is just going to go have a conversation now with Bulkmeyer. They're, another bench away, 2 benches away. So again, she's kind of doing the same things. She's getting his side of the story, seeing what's lining up, what doesn't. He's telling her one thing, she's writing it down. Like, okay. She's nodding, she's coming back. She has him sit down. She goes in between both of the benches where everyone can see her, and she's like, okay, I need to let this be seen, or I need to make this perfectly clear with everyone. Everyone knows that our school, we have a 0 tolerance on fighting. Apparently there was a fight. Apparently someone tripped.
Never do that.
Someone pulled a fire alarm. We don't take kindly to pranks either. But more or less, people are saying it was an accident. There wasn't any faculty to oversee exactly what happened. So we're gonna have everyone here sign a behavior contract.
Send that to my emergency contact.
This is an agreement that you know. Any future altercations, any other behavior of this caliber will not be dealt with lightly. You're giving one warning. This is your only warning. Make the most of it. We will be contacting parents, and then you've already, your legal guardian. So he kind of, while she was saying that, that's when you said that.
Not that emergency contact.
Okay, she makes a note of you because you've mentioned it a few times. Okay, something's up. Okay, doesn't know, but she's gonna find out. Okay.
Let me know if you get hold of mine. I've been trying to text him for I don't know how long.
I haven't heard back. Has May messaged me back?
No, she has not.
Okay.
She does have like the read receipt, so she looked at it.
Okay, she's fine.
Yeah. So, as she's giving you that speech, she's letting everybody know. I think it'd be in everyone's best interest To be nice, if you can't be around someone, give them the space. Let's squash whatever this is now. We're in the beginning of the school year. You don't want to lose your privileges. We don't want to take graduation privileges away. I'm going to let you all go back to class. Does everyone understand me? And you're free to tell her, yeah, give her a thumbs up, whatever you want to do.
Yep. Got it.
Okay, I hope the next time we meet is under much better circumstances. Try to make good decisions. I know you can do it.
Only the best decisions. I make only the best decisions.
Again.
Wall. Shut up and go to class.
Volkmeyer, Wall, Lilith, please return to class. She heads into the office, back into her office, back into the main office, into her specific room. So while you're walking, she's trusting you all to be civil with one another. Volkmeyer is kind of just like, you're like, you got off easy, kid.
Easy. You're lucky the other dude jumped on my back.
Wait for that.
So, while he's saying that, he's kind of just dogging you out again. After what was said from the principal, his hands can't touch you. Can't touch him. Bad things are gonna happen, but it's.
Maybe next time we should settle this in a more secluded fucking location.
Alright.
Are you guys seriously fighting over a parking space?
No.
Yeah.
Like,
Almost in unison, both Meyer and Wall are like, no! So you get it in stereo.
I was like, so you guys measuring each other's dicks? I was like, because if I'm looking at it, I think I probably have the biggest.
He's in wrestling. Clearly, he has the small dick. Have you not seen those unitards? They ain't hiding shit.
He hugs dudes professionally.
Yeah, we know.
He's just getting, again, he's starting to getting red in the face.
I was like, well, let's just go to class. I think I've had enough for today.
He's like, yeah, go with your little friend. Maybe she won't be there to protect you next time.
Don't need her to protect me this time.
I don't know. Looked like you
I look
needed her
back
today.
Look back
And he
at
just
what's
turns
his
his
name?
back and he walks off, ignoring.
Wait, can I turn back and tell him something?
Sure, if you want to, yeah.
I was like, I turned back to him and I tell him, I was like, if you ever mention me again, I will kick you somewhere else. We will not knock you out. I don't want to hear my name coming from your mouth ever again. And then I leave.
Okay. He kind of acknowledged what you said. He didn't give you any response, but he heard it. He definitely heard it. He continues walking. You all go off back to your period. Finish the rest of the day. You get through classes. Last bell rings. About 2:45. Everyone's leaving home. Everyone's going to get their cars, driving out of the parking lot. Gonna go ahead and we'll cut to Terry. So Terry, what are you doing exiting school? Are you looking for the group? Are you waiting for Wall? What's up?
Yeah, I'll hang it on my bike, since it's parked next to his car anyway.
Okay, got you. Kimberly's also gonna, just hearing the ramblings and seeing what she missed, she's gonna try to locate you guys and, get your side of the story and what happened. So she's gonna try to look for you. We're gonna go ahead and...
somewhere on the trip during class, I'm going to message my my emergency contact that they're gonna get a letter.
Okay.
Tend to deal with it.
Okay. Alright, perfect. Noted. Maximus is gonna go ahead and dismiss his class. He's got his triple monitor setup. He's been running some scans and whatnot throughout the day. He's just jotting down information. And then he starts turning things off, shutting off the lights on his in his classroom, and he's making his way to the Cybertruck. We're gonna cut to Wall. So you're walking out. You've just walked out of the front gate.
Yep.
What are you doing now?
I'm heading to my car.
All right. We're gonna cut to Lilith. So you two, you're a little bit behind Wall, but you're also you just walked out of the gate of the high school. What are you currently doing?
Probably gonna end up heading to walk home, just in case whoever they got in contact with is actually home, so I could deal with that situation.
You need a
Or
ride?
if they're not there, then I'll just start training.
So, seeing you walk off near the distance, Wall, I'm assuming as a
Yeah.
gesture of
Hey,
friendship.
Lilith, you need a ride or you got a car?
No, I'm good. I need to walk.
Okay.
Everyone's kind of gone their separate ways. Wall's gonna make his way back to the car. Terry's obviously waiting there at his bike.
Hey, Terry, what's up?
What's up? How'd that go?
Everyone got off. They said they're sending a letter to everyone. I really wish Lilith stayed out of it, because then she wouldn't have to worry about this stuff either, but...
Oh, the whole freaking behavioral bullshit thing? Yeah, they made me sign that like 3 years ago.
So it's meaningless.
You're a minor. It's not legally binding.
It doesn't matter at all.
It's like, they can't make you do anything. You're a minor. They can't legally make you sign contracts.
There's some stuff about that. Don't worry about it. I am completely fine.
No, anyway, don't worry about it. Piece of paper's meaningless.
Mm-hmm. You get a text on your phone from May.
Oh, okay.
It just says fight, capital letters, exclamation mark.
I ignore it. I leave it on red.
All right. Okay.
So who's the fat kid on you anyway?
I don't know. Newspaper person. I don't know. Full name though. Anyway.
Oh, so he's like a professional snitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
I already don't like him.
I'm indifferent to him. He seemed cool when we chatted, and then for whatever reason he got involved in the fight. And
Yeah, I walked up. I thought he was with the wrestlers because he was on you.
Initially, I thought he would be out with the wrestlers because he just walked right up to me and then
Yeah, I was surprised he
took a
didn't
step
leave with
back,
them,
and I'm
so...
like, okay, cool. I guess he's not with the wrestlers, so I'll square up with the wrestlers. And then Lilith got involved. It was crazy.
What's with the cheerleaders? Do we need to take them out for smoothies or something?
That's a good idea. We should do that. That is what I need to do. Maybe some other time. Well, are the cheerleaders? They're nowhere around us, right? Where's their jeep? Is it still in the parking lot?
It is still in the parking lot. In fact, the cheerleaders are talking because they're close with the cheer squad. You might recognize Inez. She's not parked anywhere near you, but she's waiting for her ride because she got dropped off today.
Sure, let's go see if they're...
Yeah, we're gonna go over to the cheerleaders.
Okay. Alright.
What's up, ladies?
We're almost talk of the town. Anyway, I heard from... What was his name? Wick? I heard from Wick that we have beef.
Yeah, it's like, word on down the grapevine is you guys are pissed about something? How do we fix this? What's up?
I could have sworn we settled this at the senior thing, but I guess we didn't.
They're kind of like, okay, so they're kind of like in shock to see both of you just come up to them. They kind of get Terry. Terry just does whatever the hell he wants. So
have they not seen a single thing I've done the entire time I've been at school?
Again, they heard there was a fight, but they didn't see you. They were off in their little clique circle, so they weren't there. They just heard the oohing and the awing and then the alarm. So, you know, the rumors spread through school. So and so.
Don't mind the face. You should see the other guy.
So again, they're kind of like, "What are you talking about?"
That's what we said.
That's what we're wondering. Someone told us you had beef. I thought we were chill about the whole senior dance thing.
Yeah, it's like
mosh pit.
It's like, I like your guys' performance. It's like, so we don't want to be on bad terms or anything. What's up?
Again, they're like, oh, okay, they put it together. It took them a while because you're new. That was like a one-time thing. It kind of happened, and they hadn't seen you since then. They were like, that's the guy who messed up her performance. Oh yeah, they're like, and so they look at that like, it got pretty roughed up.
Just fell. It's fine. I just fell.
He's like, and so Inez kind of like, because you've actually talked to her, so again,
some stares will do that to you. Just avoid them.
He's like, yeah, I guess something you told Juan that we have beef, or I don't know.
I didn't tell anyone we had beef. I thought we were chill.
She's like, well...
I mean, I know I fucked up your thing, and I'll work on fixing that one out, but...
She's like, again, yeah, she's like, she's not even like, yeah, you kind of just fucked that one up royally for everyone, but...
I didn't think that the principal would be such a narc.
She's like, oh, Perez? Yeah, you best better stay on her good side.
I'll see.
I think she cares more about her school standing than the actual standing of the students.
Yeah,
I mean...
That's about right.
Look at this guy.
So then...
Surprised he's still here. He's still here, but...
I mean,
from what I've heard...
I know. I feel like I'm pretty surprised myself. A fight, Terry wasn't involved.
Right? I was surprised too.
They're like...
Hey, remember, if anyone asks, it wasn't a fight.
Okay, it wasn't a fight. She kind of... And is remembering that. She's like, yeah, but we don't have any beef, sure. Like, you know, you ruined a performance for us. But like I said, you're not the first person. Not even going to be the last to do that. But...
Have I ran into any, like, contacts that I'm looking for in the city?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, but...
Well, maybe if I find some people I'm looking for, I can find an event outside of school grounds if you guys are looking for stuff like that. But that's on you.
Okay. She's like, okay, that's cool.
Anyway.
Some of the people I party with sometimes have some really fun parties.
In the meantime, you guys want to go catch a slice of pizza or something? I know lunch got interrupted, so...
Yeah, some of the cheerleaders are giggling, and she's like... She thinks about it, and she's like, you know what, maybe some other time. We had plans. We're gonna go out, do our own thing, but...
Got it.
Maybe another time, Terry. There's like, some of the girls are like, you know... They're like the... How do I describe them? The not mean girls exactly, but they're like the kind of the woo girls, like, ooh. The scandalous girls will say.
Yeah, cheerleaders.
Yeah. So again, I kind of do that. Due to the fact that Juan is kind of absent for this particular moment, I'm gonna go ahead and interject on his behalf. I will catch him up to speed, but Juan is coming out. He sees Terry and Wall talking to the cheer squad and their cheerleaders. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna approach you. And the first thing he's gonna say is like, "Dude, are you all right?"
Who? Him?
Wall.
Yeah, I'm fine.
He's
This
like,
is nothing.
He's like,
I've been through much worse.
Yeah, and again, it's like, while you're saying that, it's like, dude, sorry if we got off on the wrong foot. I wasn't trying to, jump you or anything or attack you, but, I was just, you're about to make a terrible mistake. I don't know if you know Miss Perez.
I can handle Miss Perez. I have I have ways to handle Miss Perez.
It
She
sounds-
is not an issue to me.
It sounds like you're the issue here. You're the one trying to start
Yeah,
before there
you're-
isn't any.
You're
What's up
getting
with
in
that?
front of you need to like mind your own business. I know you're a reporter and that's fine. We're chill, but like
We're not chill. As a reporter, I already hate you.
He's like, what? What have I done other than reports?
Yeah, you're a professional snitch.
hey,
Damn it, I'm not trying to snitch.
hear me out. You need to remember my name. It's Walt fucking Parker.
He's like, at least I finally know your name. And he takes out like his little notepad and he's like, okay.
I'm gonna,
Wall.
I'm gonna joke. The fucking is his middle name. Don't forget that.
Yeah, important.
Okay. So he's like, okay, so he's writing that down. He's keeping. He's writing that down. He's keeping it in his notes. He's like, okay. He's like, all right. I'll just, like, Terry, I expect us not to be friends. How many friends do you have in this school?
We need to probably one or two, maybe two.
He's like, oh, he got a +1, and he adds that in his notepad.
Anyway, I don't speak for him. So, the other thing on this is... Fuck, I remembered. I thought of something and then I forgot it. I'll remember in a second. Keep going.
Okay, so he's like doing that, so he's like... So then, again, he's a little late to the conversation, but he's like, alright, the beef with the cheer squad and...
That's what it was. There is no beef with the cheer squad. Stop bringing up the beef with the cheer squad.
He's like, what? I heard there was beef.
You heard wrong. We just talked to them.
Yeah, you're starting shit where there's nothing.
And then Nez and she's also joining the conversation. She's like, yeah, I don't have any problem with him. I don't think anyone else does either.
They didn't even know
I mean,
who he was yet.
the wrestlers have a little bit of a problem with me, but...
And he's like, okay. He's like, I got bad information. I don't know. Someone trying to set you up, put you on the wrong path.
Yeah, you. This is why I hate reporters.
Okay. He's like, well, damn. He kind of rips out an entire note from his notepad, just crumbles it up. He's like, alright, no beef. And then he tries to sway the conversation back to the car though.
Next time you start some shit like that, you're gonna eat your notes.
He's like, alright, but honestly though, your car, man, that reckless driving, you almost...
It's not reckless, and I did not almost hit you. This is slander, and I will have... It's slander.
Quit being a pussy.
He's like, what? I almost got hit!
No,
What
you
part of-
didn't. I was driving. I don't hit anyone.
He's like, okay. And he's like, he's just aggressive, reckless. He's writing these terms down on like his under your name. He's like, well, all right, let's agree to disagree. Luckily, no one was hurt, and you're friends with Terry.
Hear me out. Is there any open spots in the parking lot right now? Like a decent 4 or 5 spaces of free driving area.
Since this is happening right after the bell rang and people are getting in their cars, I'm gonna say not right now, but if you give it 10 minutes, yeah there'll be plenty of space.
Give me 10 minutes. I will prove to you that I am the best driver you have ever fucking seen.
And he's like, he looks at his watch, and he's like, okay, 10 minutes. He's like, okay, I'll wait.
Okay.
And then he tries to go off. He's gonna try to get some other, statements from people for the paper. So he's like, all right, I got some journalism to take care of. I'll be back. Where are you going to be at in 10 minutes?
Car's right over there.
Like, oh yeah, piece of shit, sit down. Okay. So then he goes off. He's just trying to get anyone that wants to have, anyone he can get that wants to just be a part of the paper. So he goes and does that. 10 minutes pass. Parking lot's pretty empty now. Everyone that's got picked up. Everyone that walked. Everyone that drove here, it's gone. Whatever they're doing with the rest of their afternoon.
Okay.
So.
I tell Terry, hey Terry, do you mind standing right there? And I just point to a decent open spot in the parking lot.
I'll look above the spot. Well, sure.
Okay.
Make sure there's nothing drop on me.
Just don't move from that spot.
Okay.
Or sit down. Just have a nice seat right there.
Oh, good.
I get in my car. I put
in
on.
fact, hold on. I'm gonna drive my motorcycle and just sit on my motorcycle.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. I get in my car. I turn it on. I start blasting. What was it? What's the song?
High Speed Dirt, Megadeth.
You know what? High Speed Dirt is good. Start blasting High Speed Dirt. And I go full speed, 0 to like 60, straight at him. And right before I hit him, like in the sick game of chicken, I like hit the brakes and start drifting around him. And then I do another spin out and like drive to another parking spot.
Okay. He's just.
Now, is there anywhere I can rent my car off of?
Ramp your car.
The school
Right
parking
here
lot,
at the school. The best you're gonna get from that is there's like this one of like the speed bumps.
Yeah, if it'll work. If I think it'll work, it'll probably work.
Okay, yeah. There's like one of the speed bumps that are like on opposite sides of the lane, you know, obviously to keep people,
It'll probably
students.
damage the car,
It's up
actually.
to you if you
I'm
wanna
looking
do
for
it.
like a damaged speed bump. One that's like smoothed out a little bit.
Okay, a little worn down.
Yeah, like a good one.
Yeah, that would probably be one of them by like the actual entrance to the parking lot.
Okay.
That probably has the most traction.
I like reverse out of the spot and like again like straight going 0 to 40 and then stop on a dime right next to him and then I point over at the ramp spot and I'm like, yeah, go hang out in front of there.
Okay, and then Terry just goes ahead and is.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like, oh, pretty impressive. See what else you can do.
all right. So this time I'm like I said, I'm gonna ramp off the tiny curb, and it's not gonna be enough air to like get over him, but it's gonna be enough to like tilt the car to the side.
Okay.
And so I want to like tilt the car to the side and like have the entire undercarriage of the car like drive past him.
All right.
And then fall flat because again, it's just a curb. I don't think I can get it to do any more than that.
Yeah. Okay.
So like just again, not hitting him with the wheels, but getting as close as humanly possible without actually hitting him.
All right, got you. Flirting with the danger zone, I'll call it. All right, but it's not dangerous for you because you're a wall parker. All right, so he sees that and he's like, he can't understand how you can do that. Yet the point of the fact that you gunned it in the morning, like he still doesn't know that the fight is about squarely the parking. He's just like, but he's like, I saw you gun it just recklessly, cutting someone off. So he's like, he wants to mention it, but he doesn't. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, once I do that, I drive back and I go up to him and I'm like, best driver on the fucking road.
He's like, all right, I guess. Best I've seen. All right. He's like, all right, well, since I have you, do you got anything you want to tell the paper? And he's like, he kind of has like his recorder out, his phone. He's like,
I'll race anyone, anywhere, at any time. Just pick the fucking spot.
all right, and you want it said exactly that way? Should I clean it up for you?
No, that's fine.
All right, he's like, all right, so be it. He writes it down. All right. And again, he tells it just one more time, and he's like, babe, if not trying to be your enemy or anything, but see me, don't hesitate to say hi. You seem pretty cool. Your driving is goddamn, but just stay out of trouble. Just a helpful hint from one student to another.
That's no fun.
And then he kind of he gives he just waves you off, and he goes his way. And I assume Terry and Wall at this point you're gonna go your separate ways. And
No, I'm gonna do donuts around fucking what's his face on my bike.
He's talking
just
people
like,
at
God damn it, what did I do to deserve it?
I'll be like, reckless driving, huh? dumbass, and then do a wheelie off.
Alright, he's like, Terry. He's like, okay, so then he gets that. Okay, so you do your wheelie off, you're driving away.
Yeah, I'm still looking for things I need to find.
Okay, so...
I'm actually well rested. This is great.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'll be able to find the thing I'm looking for on a Tuesday.
Okay, so... From there, everyone goes to separate ways. Everyone's more or less gone home. That, you know... There hasn't been any communication from Alpha to Zordon revolving anything with Rita, the moon, or any other disturbances around Egypt Grove, so it's pretty quiet. A little strange, considering what just happened, but again, you know. Second day on the job, Power Rangers. Ah, perfect. Is that one?
Yes. Can you
Do
hear
you
me?
want to
Perfect.
retcon any of the things that just happened?
You, just to catch our player up to speed, you interviewed Wall and Terry, we're going to call it that. You got the scoop. You figured out that there is no beef between the cheerleaders and Wall. It was a miscommunication. You got some bogus information just from the random students who were there in the morning. So you just you chalk it up to bad intel. Can't help it. It was out of your control. You were just reporting on what was told to you. So
There you go.
Wall was doing donuts. No, sorry. Terry was doing donuts around you on his bike. Called you a nerd, I
God
think.
damn it, Terry.
I was like, called him an idiot, not a nerd. Quite the opposite.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, idiot. Yeah, dummy. Yeah, you know, one of those. Insert generic insult. Yeah, you got the scoop. That happened. That was about it. Everyone's pretty much going to do their own thing after school. I take it you're going home, someplace you want to go. Stay at the school longer. You are.
Wait, I got the scoop. I did the report. I'm good.
Yeah, you got Wall statement. It was I believe it was race me anytime, anywhere, any place. Insert expletive. Insert expletive.
I don't remember. I don't remember if I have a car, but if I do, I would like to race him.
Does he have a car?
Yeah, does he have a car?
Instead of him fucking off, we could race.
Yeah? You got a car.
I do.
Yeah? Tell me
Can
what
I
it
say
is. What are you
time?
driving?
M3 BMW 02 46.
Alright.
He is an asshole.
Well, I fucking yeah, I think I already hit this guy.
Losing some points.
Hey man, he's hey.
You want to race? You want to race?
Yeah. I'll race fucking anyone. Let's do it.
Yeah, did you not?
How much are you throwing on this kid?
I'm not throwing anything. I just want to race.
You don't want to put some pink slips on this?
No, I'm good. I might lose. That's why.
How would he race you then if it's not for money?
Hear me out. I'll put one thing in my glove box.
Because he said he would take on anyone, anything, or blah blah blah.
Yeah, not for
So
free.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
He didn't say for free.
You didn't say that. I did not quote you saying that though.
Alright, let's go. Where to? Actually, I found that, let's go with the turn that I take right before I get onto the main,
Also, if they're racing,
me
sticking
going
around.
to school, I make a turn, and then it's just like a straight path to school.
Yeah.
All the way up to whatever that road is.
Okay, yeah.
So I tell him the road, and I'm like, from that light right there, all the way to the road. We start at the edge of the parking lot over there.
Okay. Those are his terms. You're gonna agree to them?
Or do you have a different suggestion?
I agreed. Yeah, you know my acceleration rate is faster than yours.
Hear me out. Acceleration rate is nothing. The second you hit 60.
It
Wow.
depends. It depends on how long the road is.
Yeah, that depends.
Anyway.
Is it a 10-second
You said
race or is
from
it
one
a
light
fucking
to one-
drifting race?
If it's
Like a
a
20-second
10-second
race.
race, I think I won. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of drifting. There's like one turn.
Oh, then he's fucked
One,
anyway.
one. No,
I said we
'cause my
start off at the edge of the
acceleration
parking
rate
lot, so we
at
turn
the
out of the
turn
parking
is
lot,
gonna
we
be
turn into the
faster.
main road, and then we go to the edge of the road. And we're doing this on the main road where no one's flagging, so we got some.
We're just
There's no
gonna
flagging.
roll dice.
You need to deal with traffic.
Okay. Well, if you guys are gonna race, I'm gonna ask you guys to make some checks. I got an easy way to settle this.
Sure.
Okay.
Stick around to watch it.
All right. So Paul goes ahead. He gets into driver's, his starting position. Juan, right up next to you, both side by side. Revving the engines. Terry's there. He's the only one there, so you're gonna have to flag them off and let them know.
Flag this off and let you know.
But
Don't crash.
yeah. So Terry's just he's about to flag you off. Doesn't even bother giving you the rules because he's a man. He's just like, first one to the end.
If you crash, you lose.
Yeah, if you crash, you lose.
Don't crash.
Yeah, what if he crashes after the finish?
Okay, so
But you
here's
win.
what I'm
If you're on first.
gonna have.
Otherwise, you're last.
Everyone roll your driving for me, please, and tell me your rolls.
Wait, hold on. What's my driving?
Hear me out. If you have to ask, you don't have any.
Probably that.
Intimidation, speed, driving.
It's in speed. It's the
It's
second.
in speed, yeah.
Yeah, it's in speed.
I don't have any.
Exactly.
Wow, you
And
roll
you're
2
rolling
d20s and take the
2d20
lower.
Yeah, 2d20s, take the lower.
20. Take the lower.
Yep. Tell me what you get.
25.
Well,
I don't even think you can beat that. So.
No. Like that.
okay. In fact, you
I
don't even have
didn't
to.
bet anything. Because I drove safely. And right.
Okay, this was an expose piece
You
to
drove
drive
like-
safely.
He drove like he was taking the DMV.
Now the question is, did homeboy get pulled over or anything? That's what I want to
So,
know.
Hear me out. If he got pulled over,
there's some interesting
let
things,
them-
and the answer is no. Because
He can. Okay.
if if the DM has to make any rolls, the DM already knows.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. Since he was like DMV, he specifically pointed out, looking for cops. There are,
It is right after school.
yeah, exactly. There's usually,
It's like, no, he's got copy plate.
around school grounds, you're not too far. Usually from, fire station, police department, bunch of food, markets and whatnot, restaurants, fast food establishments. There's it's one of those areas where you happen to have the police department. It's like literally just like a few blocks away. So it's like there. You're going away from the direction, but there's definitely going to be cops in the area. So, I'm letting you know right now, you kind of just smoked them. you hit that thing, you were there in an instant. Just
It's one of those things. If you're going over 120, they don't even bother chasing you.
exactly. So you're with the line of the road you had. You're just here are your options.
By the way, I also crit. if that helps.
Here are your options.
25? How do you crit with a 25? That's an odd number.
He,
Do you not know how rolling dice works?
I
Yeah.
thought
So
it was
I
if you
rolled a
get double.
19 and I crit on the 6.
yeah, one of his skill die was the highest value.
Oh wait, this is an 8.
Oh. I thought it was double that this crit. Okay.
It's actually 27.
He, you've only made him faster. Okay, so
I saw the crit and I just took the crit. There's an 8 in that.
So, here's what happens. You were gonna race. You went slow and steady. He pretty much just gunned it, like straight down. There's no way in hell you were gonna beat him.
I don't fuck around with racing.
Exactly. He proved his point. again, there are like cars coming in the opposite direction, just like honking at us, like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, around there's like
I'm winning.
kids and stuff. People like on the sidewalk, just like watching or like.
I'm surprised they even saw him.
Did they not see that demonstration I did?
Yeah, so it's like okay.
Safest driver on the road. I swear to God.
The police that happen to be, well, we'll say the security guards for the campus is the big campus. Like they definitely heard that. There, they've got like, they just see a car go by, gunning it. Went by in a flash. Are you just gonna keep gunning it? Are you gonna come back? What are you?
Is anyone following me?
Right now, no.
Yeah, I'll do normal. Well, not normal. Normal for me driving back to the school.
Also, I'm looking at the security guards.
they
As
thought
I'm still
they're
sitting on
trying
the
to-
bike, it's like, I know, it's not me.
just shrug and be like, I guess I have some competition.
It's like,
Okay. So as you're coming back, Juan is like he's pretty much off to the side. He's parked. The security is like, okay, they're obviously they know you're racing, you're showing off. So they're getting in their car. They're gonna make their way towards you.
Okay.
You see it though. This is like very apparent.
Yeah, I wave at them. They're just security.
Uh-uh.
They're not a cop.
right, they're running cops.
So what the fuck was that? Like, were you trying? Like,
I was not.
why wouldn't you take this seriously?
Because you're fucking speeding? You're
That's
racing?
the
For what?
Point.
For
That's
what?
just a race.
For what? I know. For what?
Well, I wanted to put cash on the line, but
Yeah.
I'm just
you
not gonna
didn't.
race you anymore. This is like beating up the special needs kid. This is
Oh, I wonder
Yeah,
how
for
that
driving
feels.
a BMW and all this.
yeah.
like, you're
but-
not throwing money down?
It has a decent engine. It's a shit car, but it's a shit car for
Pretty
different
good
reasons.
car. No, it just I didn't have enough driving points. I didn't know.
Don't get on the circuit. Just avoid the circuit. You'll people die
Oh,
for
but
shit
you-
like that.
Oh no, people die because you're speeding. That's the thing.
That's not what I'm referencing at all.
What's dying? Your soul every time you lose?
Yeah, like
I haven't seen him hit anyone.
like if you go into a circuit with like that kind of mentality, like people are gonna think you're trying to scam them,
Maybe
and
maybe
then
I
they
am.
get
You
very
don't know.
upset.
We
Yes.
weren't in a circuit though. We were just.
I'm still looking for a circuit. Like
He's treating it as such.
everything's a circuit.
Every race this man comes across is like it's
So,
do or die
so how
for
d-
him.
so how did this victory make you feel?
It was hollow. You didn't even try.
What are you, therapist now?
I just said
God,
it,
I hate you.
it feels like beating up the special needs kid. Like there's no pleasure in it
Oh,
at all. I mean, there's the small
so
joy
what-
of being in a fight, but like
So that's my question: is why are you beating up the special needs kid?
I didn't know you were the special needs kid. Like you said you were down to race. You challenged me, and then you fucking pulled this
and
shit.
you want to challenge? Yeah.
So as you guys are having this argument, like, you know, like side by side with like your windows rolled down, just like, you know, talking to each other, the officers are coming by, but not only are the officers, but looks to be Miss Perez, because she's still there. The principal's like the last person to come, so
I wave at her too.
Still over
And
there at the
I
end
keep
of
I
the
keep
parking
focusing
lot.
on that. Like if I notice her, I wave at her. If not, I'm going back to the thing.
okay, so she's
So like
she sees
I don't think you understand how this. Just please stay off the circuit. Like
Hey,
these,
hold on.
some of
Let's
these
come
people
back.
are not nice
Hold on.
people. Like they will be very upset with what you just did.
No, so hold on. Hold on.
I am upset, but I'm not going to take it that far. That's
Took it
Hold
that
on,
far
what?
with the guy in the wrestling team.
that was that. hear me out. First off, Miss Perez is coming. You might want to lower your voice a little bit. Second off, that was just meaningless fun. Like your local prostitute. It's just there. It's something that happens.
It's coming from a Power Ranger?
You don't know that yet.
Indeed. Can't metagame.
Alright, so as I see the security coming with Miss Press, I'm gonna ride up to Wall's other side of his car and be like, hey, let's go.
Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna deal with this. It's best to nip this in the bud first.
It's like, hear me out.
You're being
you're
reckless.
talking
That's
to,
all I'm trying to say.
You're arguing with the fool.
No, they're gonna get here. I'm not leaving.
You know the thing about arguing with the fool.
No, I'm not arguing with him. I'm waiting for Miss Perez to get here.꯫ She wants to talk to me. Clearly, it's important. Look how quickly she's walking. If you want to go, you're free, but...
Yeah, I'm not dealing with her bitchiness right now.
Oh, speaking of which, do you happen to know where any circuits might be?
Probably
Or anyone that I might be able to talk to about this sort of thing? Because it's...
after dark, head out to the bar area over there. They might know something. It seems shady.
Good to know. Do you know where I can get a fake ID?
No.
Okay, so maybe someone over there. Maybe in the bar area. What street?
I don't know the street. It's just the bar district down the downtown over there.
Okay.
That general direction.
Okay, cool.
So then, Miss Perez and the security are kind of already making their way. There's even some actual cops have like coming in your direction. So again, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm definitely bailing.
Okay, so Terry's out of here.
I'm fine. Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't need to change anything on my license plate, right?
I don't know. Do you?
My license plate should be there.
Okay, so.
It should be fine.
All right, so Terry.
Last I checked, my license plate was fine.
Okay, so Terry is. He's like, all right. He's tried you to tried to get you to stop wasting your time, but you've made your decision. So he's. You can't tell him to waste his. So he's gone.
I'm not telling him to stay. I'm like, you're free to go.
Alright.
We'll catch up tomorrow.
Okay, so then finally, Miss Perez and the security are coming up, and they're like, students, and then she's kind of like, trying to get an eye for who's in the car, who's doing what.
I rolled down my window. Oh, my window's already rolled down.
Yeah, well, you could roll down the passengers because.
No, I can't. One of them
That's
I can't.
right. Oh no, you can't.
I forget which one, but one of them I can't roll down.
One can roll down his passengers, and she's like, okay, I'm hearing.
Wait, why am I getting pulled over?
You're not. She's just.
You're not. You're already
talking
pulled over.
Yeah, you're already pulled over.
You apparently didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why am I getting stopped?
You're not stopped. You're literally just talking.
You're already stopped. We're talking.
Yeah, you guys are talking.
No.
Hey,
You've been talking, yeah.
What's going on, Miss Perez?
She's like, Mr. Parker, and she's like, Mr. Wick.
We're just catching up. Like the craziness of earlier. Like just trying to figure out why he was sitting on my back after I had fallen on my face. Just trying to get the lowdown on what's going on, and then he had some questions about some newspaper stuff, I guess.
Okay, and then she looks at you, Juan, and she just, is, you want to confirm what he's telling me? You guys are just having a chat?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, she's like, well, do you mind not involving your cars? Because security is telling me that there are people driving like a maniac.
Yeah, fucking crazy people, just going up and down the road.
Yeah, she's like,
I think they almost did 100. On that small track, too. It's insane.
She's like, I hate to hear...
In live fucking traffic on a school day. This is crazy fucking people. You guys need to up some security around here.
Exactly. Very well. I take your comments to heart, and I will get right on that. But it would be very bad news to find out that some of my students are the maniacs driving. So...
Your students? No. This is a great school. No one would ever do that.
Okay, so again, she's kind of like, okay, she's had a rough day. Seeing you again, as well as Juan. So she's like, okay. And you gentlemen, since you're already making your way off of school grounds, and I say that you finish your conversation or continue going home?
Sure. Yes, I think I'll
Have a
do.
good night, teacher.
A good night. That's a principal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's alright. You were
Alright.
kind of just thrown off. You were, having Miss Perez. You know her reputation.
Yes.
So she's like, okay, gentlemen. See you tomorrow.
I speed up going 40 and just leave.
Okay. And then
A brisk 40 to 60, somewhere in that area.
Okay. And then as you do that, like the cops that were like making their way kind of pull up and they're just responding to a disturbance that was reported. Again, nothing could be pinned on you, but they're called. They're just responding as they should.
Right, cops. Maybe I'll. No. I've made my decision.
Mm-hmm. And then, how about you, Juan? You're gonna make your way home finally. You're gonna drive somewhere else.
I'm gonna go home.
Okay.
Just gonna drive to the DMV to criticize their drive.
Perfect. Okay. So, while everyone's doing that, everyone makes their way home. They're doing what they need to do.
At a certain point, I messaged May. I just fell. It's all good.
Okay. So it got sent. I'll let you know if she reads it or sees it. So you do that. Everyone's gone their own way. After school, it's been a few hours. We hear a familiar doot 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 doot, and that's where we're gonna end today's session.
Good. Our new Yellow Ranger doesn't get to join us on the next fight.
I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end things today. So again, a little bit lighter of an episode. We had some story stuff. Followed through it. I think
All kinds of story stuff.
I think it was good. Rangers are gonna get into some action next episode, episode 7. Some things are planned. We had a new character entrance. You might be seeing some more of Mr. Wick in the future. But yeah, that's what we got today. Next session should be action-packed, full of things for the Rangers, maybe to even investigate. We'll see. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end it. So remember to catch us next month. We'll be meeting up again. Gonna give some huge shout outs to my players. Thank you, everyone. We had some excellent role playing today. This is definitely one of the more story focused highlights. Can't wait to see other things on the next few days at school and what happens this afternoon. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end it. Does anyone have any closing comments they want to share?
Need to stay the hell out of my fights. I'm not joking.
People gotta stay out of Wall's fights. You heard it, audience.
Or you guys can make your very own teenager with attitude and challenge him to a race.
Oh yeah, you can definitely
That
do
too, yes.
You can shove even more points. That's what everyone's gonna do. They're just gonna
Just
make nothing
races.
but races.
Yes.
People with max driving stats.
And again, just as a.
I might want to challenge him to a fight next time.
All right. Well, we'll have to see. Stay tuned, stream. Maybe there's gonna be another fight. Who knows?
Or plot twist, make a monster of the week and make it a racer.
That would be cool.
Or do that as well. Again,
It's a transformer.
I have redemptions. Only
Gotta race a
points
Decepticon.
for these specific altercations. Just as a reminder, I got my menu up on screen right now. I have a menu up as a reminder every intermission. So again, no redemptions today, but today was a lighter episode, taking care of some story things that had to be addressed. But we should be getting back to an action-packed episode.
Yeah, settled Parking space was mine.
next, and we'll go from there. We'll see. The Rangers are still down a Yellow Ranger, but there's been a new teenager entering the story, so we'll see what happens. But on that note, we will catch you again next month. Again, save up those Omni stars, or if you want to be generous, again, different tips, different cheers can also award you on our Tabletop Sunday RPG days certain redemptions. So keep that in mind. But until then, I'm Eagle, your GM master of our Power Rangers tabletop experience, and we will catch you next episode. So on that note, thank you everyone for your viewership and your support. Never goes unnoticed or taken it for granted. And I just want to say, no matter where you're watching from, I hope everyone has a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Me and our Rangers will catch you next time. And may the power protect you.